welcome everyone. Yeah, hello to this next race in the Pokemon Crystal Full Item Randomizer tournament. We do have the match between robthegamer and sysasysa today. The second match of Group E. Yep, I got it right. Dropped down 0-1, so has to win to stay in the tournament. The other side just can get to the brackets already with a win today, or ensure getting to the bracket. Yeah, commentated will this race by me. I'm Violent here, and I have Wingage.
Hello. And our races are off.
See what our starters are.
So for those who aren't familiar with this category, this is Full Item Randomizer. Every item is randomized, including key items and badges. So every item check could be important. The goal is to get 16 badges, all the radio pieces, have access to red, and first one to beat red is the winner. Rob the Gamer doesn't even look at that middle selection, and so we have Hitmonlee and Graveler for our racers.
It's an interesting decision because it's very slow. It's not that likely that you can run from much stuff. And with Hitmonlee, we definitely had at least a fast choice and decent Pokemon to run there.
It might have been a decision though, with as you can see, already teaching Headbutt. I can imagine Rob might be switching to a Headbutt Pokemon for a quick level 10.
True that. Also, I believe he gave his rival an Ditto with that, if I remember the positions correct, so yeah, one way of making your rival a bit easier.
Yep, Ditto has negligible stats. Not the worst, but not good in any way.
And we do have Dodrio on Road 29, so at least another decent Pokemon you could potentially hunt, especially with Headbutt.
Oh, that's an early high badge.
Ooh, Dragonite. Need no male one. But yeah.
Yeah, that's an instant Pokeball.
Right, already a decent move, although Dragonite a physical attacker, its special is definitely not the worst, and ooh, Earthquake
that's
Dragonite,
Earthquake.
Yeah! That's the stuff.
Oh, he didn't center, unfortunately, so he has to go back, all the way back to Newark Town.
Yep.
Very unfortunate.
Can check now the Headbutt slots now. Clue? Probably not the choice to run, although it has Ice Beam, which is faintly grab again. Oh boy.
Yeah, this is really a demonstration why you want to center in Cherry Grove.
Or at least save before doing any Headbutt shenanigans.
Ideally, yeah. Okay, a Suicune.
that's definitely a good Pokemon to run, at least for the first part.
So you might be wondering what is going on Sys's screen right now. They are looking at their trainer ID. There is a tool that racers can use to figure out what headbutt trees are going to be worthwhile to them, and which will have low odds of finding an encounter. So that's what they're doing there.
Blooms. Trying to get a look at it. Yeah. This caught in Charizard, which definitely not bad main turn either. Yep. It's not level 10, so...
Even at level 10, I'm not sure if I would switch to a Nidoran. Because you have to wait till... You have to wait till level 16 to evolve it, and then you can Moonstone it. Like, it can be good if it has a good moveset.
Yeah, it's definitely something to at least look at, and I mean, with Sprout Tower, the first trainer has level 3 Pokemon that maybe give your Nidoran another level or 2, and yeah, having to get it just up to 16 to evolve is doable in this early. Not the easiest. It just still needs some kind of a decent moveset, so I'm not sure that works here, but okay.
Rock's on the Clefable, so that actually is early Rock Smash for them. You can mark that.
It's an interesting thing, definitely. Also, you can check the Rock Smash Pokemon now, which is level 15, so even better than the Headbutt pokes.
Yep. And if Rob is confident, they can go through the entire cave and check. It's out of logic right now because they don't have Flash, but they do have access to those items now.
Yep. That can be an advantage if there's something useful in there. And I mean, maybe that Moonstone that we immediately found was influencing the decision on the Nidoran to at least look at it, because we had it already.
I did miss the Moonstone. That is a good point. And, that's probably why.
I mean, looking does not really hurt that much, and if you're not using it, you still can use it for HMs, so catching it is probably not a bad idea in this case.
Agreed. Ooh, Glacier Badge. Technically out of order, because that check is not in logic. It's easy to get to. You don't need Rock Smash or anything, but what this tells us is that Flash is not going to be behind Whirlpool, or anything that is behind Whirlpool.
Which actually is not too much, considering that the World Islands, probably the biggest location blocked by Whirlpool, is also completely in the dark, so Flash can never be there. But
I guess it only has that one Whirlpool check and Dragon's Den that you won't find Flash in.
See if Rob does decide to explode our cave a bit more. amulet coin this early is pretty nice. Getting a bit more cash. Definitely helpful in the early game.
Full item is a category where you're picking up so many items, you will have excess cash as long as you're not constantly wiping to fights. Ooh, and that's the radio card.
Yeah. Endgame you definitely have more than enough money, so it won't ever be a problem, but early game can sometimes be a little bit more close, depending on how many money items you get early. So yeah, I think this early in amulet coin actually is still somewhat helpful potentially.
All right, and we have the pass coming up on the Sisa screen, allowing them to get into Kanto, and when they are done with their early Johto checks, they can do a main switch on Cycling Road. They could, if they find Surf by then, they can check Vermilion Harbor. They have options.
Okay.
So Rob
One sort of.
I was gonna say Rob the Gamer is saving from the Frog Smash and trying to get that level 15.
At least the 20% slot, I'd imagine, because there was some Sunkern as the main Frog Smash Pokemon, and yeah, you're probably not gonna run that.
Yeah, probably not, but this may take a while. Is it 20%? I thought it was 10. I thought it was 90 and 10.
It's somewhere around that. I do not completely know.
Okay, Totodile.
Totodile, it's definitely more usable than the Sunkern, and it will evolve pretty soon. So it's an option.
Oh, it's got Rest. Ooh, that's Vital Throw.
Okay move. Being forced to attack second is never great, but it's a strong fighting type move, and the Gator is a bit more of a physical attacker, so fits to the moveset. Oop. And on the other side, the Charizard gets rocks thrown at it and does not really like that.
Yep, Charizard and Moltres are both pretty allergic. Aurora Beam, Sludge Bomb, Vital Throw. That's a moveset.
That's decent, definitely.
It's serviceable.
So
That's a Thunderbolting Pikachu.
yeah, this Charizard is not having a great time.
With that paralysis, made the Charizard just a little bit too slow, and Pikachu got that two-shot Thunderbolt on him.
Yeah. will still have a... or... we're probably not getting the total dive through it though. Although, level difference is still steep, so Totodile maybe can get there, but Stab Thunderbolt will probably hurt really much, and yeah. I think for Rob there's still the Clefable that should have much less problems.
Yeah, I think Clefable's the best option for Rob here. At least compared to movesets and stats-wise. The Totodile, while a high level, it does have a lower base stat. The level will probably carry them through Violet at least, though. But yeah, that Pikachu with Thunderbolt might be an issue. Did I see Parasong strats on the Sysasysa side? I mean, it worked. Elderly was being pretty mean there. One thing that I don't think Rob the Gamer bought an extra escape rope for the tower.
I have to admit I didn't pay fully attention, so I am not sure about that.
I'm pretty sure Rob ran out of money, bought some repels, but only bought one escape rope for the escape rope room. So we might have a walk down the tower on Rob's side.
Which would be a bit unfortunate. Let's see if that Pikachu is going to make trouble. I think this Totodile, if it manages to outspeed it, should be getting it done. Sludge Bomb is a strong move, and yeah.
So, early game, levels make a huge difference. It's only going to be when you're dealing with closer levels and higher levels that the stats are going to really show the difference in stats.
Just that Pikachu has more than double the base speed, so I'm not too familiar how much this difference comes into play in 8 levels. It did work, and Totodile is strong enough to take out the Pikachu, which has absolutely no defense.
Oh, none.
Sarcastic. Bit annoying.
A little bit, but that is good to know. If Rob does find a Scyther in the wild, they'll be able to catch that and not have to worry about escape ropes ever again.
definitely be nice to not have to worry about buying escape ropes or running out. Rob using the Aurora Beam now. I'm not sure if he ran out of sludge bombs, but Crocodile, as mentioned, like the Gator is more of a physical attacker, so it's actually not a stronger move since it does not have stab, so... Okay, if that's only 3 PP, then trying to save.
Yeah, saving Sludge Bomb for Faulkner is probably the right play here. Especially with Execute there.
Yeah. Still using Aurora Beam, super effective on that Execute does work. And now... Ooh! Did I just spy an expansion card over there? This could be interesting. We have the pass. If we do find the Pokegear soon, we have already access to that level 50 Snorlax. That could be interesting.
Yeah, that's a big find. It's right on the... You're definitely not missing that. So it's not much of a lead, but we should probably switch to Sys's audio here.
Ooh. That was an HM05. Did fine, so we have found Flash. Just need to find Zephyr Badge to be able to use it and not have to worry about any dark rooms anymore. And this is now taken on the Slowpoke Well. Let's see what's waiting in here for us.
Not one to teach the Charizard to stop.
Ooh, Rob does hit the optional here in the end of Union. Fortunately just one Pokemon. As for teaching Storm, Charizard is more of a special attacker, so we do have Hyper Beam already as a physical move, and I believe Vital Throw, so Top is nice, but you have Thunder Punch and you don't really want more physical moves, so there was not the necessity. I can see it.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. Yeah, this Magnite's a bit of a wall, and looks like we're taking our first wipe for Sys here.
Did center though.
Centered and decided, no, the well can happen. Can happen later.
Yeah. Which, I mean, we do have the pass, so technically we can just hop over to Kanto and grab a stronger main. Although there is that, maybe that feeling of wanting to find that Pokegear first. But who knows if that is even that early to be found.
Yeah, it could be anywhere for the most part. It might just be a bait, having these 2 early radio pieces, and that last one could be an hour or 2 from now, for all we know.
Also, Sith has to be careful. It's about to run out of repels.
Oh, here's Magnemite. With Spark.
Yeah, that is scary, but Totodile has Vital Throw and gets through the fight.
Oh, that's the
and
Pokegear.
Yeah, now all worries are out of the window. I think that's
That's the
quick
easy
stop
switch.
quick stop to maybe grab 1 or 2 more repels and then grab the Water Stone, grab maybe a few more Pokeballs. I'm not sure how much they have currently. Or then head immediately over to Kanto. Go grab that Snorlax.
Yeah. If I recall correctly, there was an... Actually, I think Rob the Gamer picked up items, but somewhere in Dark Cave there was a Master Ball, if I recall correctly. I'm not sure if they still have that.
If so, then you don't need any balls, you just go over there and throw that.
Yeah, this is a really early Snorlax. And even if it's not a good Pokemon, you still want to catch it for potential repel stress.
That's a water gun at the end?
That's water gun.
Yeah. Ooh.
Unfortunate.
Oh. Still through the Slowpoke was that's the part.
Attack that may lower defense. That's not Rock Smash? What is that?
Iron Tail would have a different
Iron...
text, or does it?
I don't remember. We'll have to wait and see. Might be Iron Tail. You don't see it often.
Is it just status move? Oh, Goldeen with Stab Cannon. Not what you want to see, especially not it hitting 2 times.
Winning both 50-50s. Although,
Also, did Rob just stop the Totodile evolution?
it looks like it.
Okay.
I want to say that was probably a misinput, but we can ask him about it later.
Okay, Sis is still doing the quick and easy goldenrod checks.
Yeah, no, it's...
That's a second stopped evolution.
Yeah, I'm very curious as to why we are not going to Crocodile.
Might just be personal preference to have the Totodile, and is probably intending to main switch off of it in Kanto, even without knowing that the Pokegear will show up soon. So probably prefers to have the Totodile over in Crocodile for personal reasons that I cannot tell you which they are.
Fair enough.
And Sis taken the Kenya, which, yeah, okay, not doing more.
Yeah, this is probably where you want to go check out that Snorlax, and I guess predictions in the chat. What do you think the Snorlax is going to be? Usually not this early that we ask this question, but I'm saying it's going to be a Rhydon. But we'll soon see. A lot of guesses in the chat. Shuckle, Crobat, Bulbasaur. So we already have Hive Badge. With this Snorlax being open, we might have access to West Kanto within the first hour. We just need to find that.
Oh, but not that Pokedex.
That's a Pokedex. It's helpful if you find a Mewtwo and you really want to main switch it, but beyond that, it is just... we are checking the Snorlax?
Leaving again?
They didn't check the Silph guard, so clearing all the Saffron besides Pokédoll and Sabrina. Are they... Alright, let's see what they decide to do now. It looks like they're going to Lavender.
I mean, yeah, you can go check out that one item at Fisher if you do not hit the optional. And save reset if you... No, reset if you do not need that item, or probably still will if you do, because you do not have either part of fly, so you're not getting back here without fighting one trainer that you're probably not beating at this point without catching anything else.
Yep, and Bugsy only giving a calcium and a burn heal, so far Azalea has been a bust. Oh, that's a lost item.
That is unfortunate because you would really like to keep it. But you have not really the option to at the moment, because you did not catch a Pokemon that is reliably being able to go through that necessary fight. But Sis is now going off, and Rob has found the Pokegear.
Let's see what Rob decides.
Also save resetting the road or that item are. Which means also save resetting the potential cerulean fly point, which is a question you do not have to cycle back far if you went up there already, so there might be upside to just going down again instead of trying to save here a few seconds. But reset. Not sure.
Yeah, it's I think keeping that fly point would have been ideal, but I believe both of these racers are newer to the community, so maybe they have a plan in mind.
I think Rob at least, while maybe newer to playing, is actually decently knowledgeable already. TM10 is...
A move that may cause paralysis, so it's not an attack, so it's Sun Spore or Thunder Wave.
Okay.
Trying to make room for that. Probably making the mistake thinking it's Thunderbolts, but we all have to learn that the hard way. And it is Thunder Wave.
No way.
So Rob the Gamer here is actually saving there, allowing them to check the bike shop, and if it's nothing worthwhile, they can reset that away. And then they won't get the bike phone call later on. Checking PM, sand tag, and...
Yeah. I don't think you keep that.
No, you don't. So you... there's the reset. Sis finds a Haunter praising the sun.
Haunter, very fast, very high special attack. Oh, and that Kenya apparently also was a ghost.
Wait, Haunter has Sunny Day and Solar Beam.
What? The combo!
The big brain plays from this Haunter.
That dream combo.
Alright. Wait, is Kenya also a, It's got the ghost sprite, so I wonder what it is. Wait, why are we... I think we're just low on Pokeballs, and that's why we did the reset there.
Maybe. Oh,
got eggs on the screen.
Executor, strong special attack and decently bulky, but very slow.
Another Pokemon with Headbutt. It's a very physical execute, which, although it is better special, Executor is serviceable as a physical attacker. Like, it can... It's not the worst stats. Another Haunter. Yeah, 125 special and 95 attack, but...
I mean, in chat there came up the option that Sys didn't mark the Pokégear friendly on his personal tracker, so might have not really realized for that, meanwhile, fly in the national park.
That is fly in the national park. Now, they aren't doing contest scraps, but so they're saving at the exit there. But that's a lot of biking to... if this item is nothing. But that's cut.
Cut.
We have access to West Kanto if Rob the Gamer wakes up that Snorlax.
Oh boy.
Which means access to Victory Road. We have... The world has opened up.
Oh, it sure has. One small caveat that might deter Rob from going over to West Canty immediately is Starbridge cannot be there. Cannot be past waking up the Snorlax, so might want to hold off on going over there and then having to walk all the way back without fly.
On Rob's side, it looks like they're prepping to do Whitney, and I don't hate that play, because we could be looking at a 40-some minute Storm Badge, potentially, if it's on Whitney. We'd have Fly, Rescato access, a Snorlax. These are looking well.
Yeah. I can see doing it. On the other hand, your current Pokemon are maybe not the best, and Whitney can be a bit scary, especially when the opponent Pokemon are on your level and not missing and stab Rock Slide.
Stab Rock Slide. Yeah. So if Totodile was full health, Vital Throw would have been quadruple effective, because Tyranitar is both rock and dark, but that's still a Tyranitar versus a Totodile.
And my point that I wanted to make is, you are probably struggling here decently with your current team, so it's would probably better to not try Whitney and just go over and get the Snorlax.
I do agree.
Which then would make the Whitney fight much easier, and the way back to Whitney at that point wouldn't be too big, so even if Storm Badge is there, you will lose a few minutes at most. If even. And yeah.
That is a wipe back to Route 32, which is unfortunate.
Me, though, actually, with the Kenya in the team, and a little bit faster Kenya turn where Storm Badge could be. And we also got cuts unlocked already, so that TMO5 check was also a possible option. So, who knows if we get Storm Badge here?
But if Kenya return quest is Storm Badge, that would be a very successful, an accidental, but very successful accident.
On the other hand, this did catch the Magmar with Earthquake and I believe Spark, so decent main. Magmar, bit more special attack than physical, but yeah. Earthquake, maybe the best physical move to have.
I will give kudos to Rob there for. I can't imagine that that wipe to the Tyranitar was on purpose. However, they are recovering. They are they capitalize on that mistake very well.
Yep.
As I say that, they walk into the optional on Route 32.
Yeah, luckily just one Pokemon, not too bad. Yeah.
We have Flying Hut on Sis's side.
And yeah, maybe Rob is a bit more or has lost a bit of his calm there after that reset, because that's the second optional in a row on this very route. But Scissor is also getting that famous spinner here on Route 35.
unfortunate. So Rob has to make their way back to Goldenrod. They'll be able to complete the Kenya quest in its entirety, at least. Although it does... Who will be the first to check out the Snorlax? Because it looks like Sis doesn't know they have the Pokegear. But, I mean, that is a check that you can figure out by opening your menu and notice, okay, this is one too many options than I thought I had before. So it's an easy fix.
Yeah, but it is something that you need to pay attention to, which, if you're new, you sometimes do not really have the eye for these differences. So...
Alright, Rob taking the train. Alright, well... If anyone missed their guesses for Snorlax, it's your second chance now. Probably gonna do the quick saffron checks, the Route 5 old daycare check, doing all these checks, and then probably checking the Snorlax.
I mean, this way the checks do make sense. You are already up here. You are looking for your Storm Badge, which could be here, but is on Whitney.
It's on Whitney. Oh, so that Tyranitar is guarding the Storm Badge.
Oh.
That is unfortunate for Rob the Gamer. But we do have sub 1 hour fly and sub 1 hour West Kanto access with Cut and the Snorlax. This has been a wild turn of events.
Yep. Just have to see at least one run go over there yet. And again, without that Storm Badge from Whitney, I think Rob the Gamer is not really willing to go too far. Into West Kanto yet.
Probably not.
It might have been a difference if you had Surf, because then you could just say, oh well, I go the fast tracks to West Kanto, go down Route 26 and 27 and start all the way from Newburgh and try to see other checks, but has done most of them already.
Alright.
So.
Now we're at bathing in front of the Snorlax. So... Okay, it's a Sand Slash. Female, unfortunate. I think this is the second or third Sand Slash that's been Snorlax this tournament.
Sand Slash is definitely an okay Pokemon to be. Not great, slow again, and very frail to special attacks, but high defense, high attack. And if it gets a ground stab move, like Earthquake,
it is all normal effect. It is Ghost World at the moment.
Let's see if we can amend that. We do have Sludge Bomb to at least get damage on ghosts.
Yep. That's really all we got. Could teach it... Oh, Solar Beam. I mean, it doesn't have the best special. It really doesn't. But it's a level 50.
Yeah.
There is certain points where a level 50 is a level 50. And we are 49 minutes into this game. There's more levels than minutes.
But you do not have that often, actually.
Alright. Sysasysa, it looks like they are clearing out Azalea, thinking they may have missed something, because they don't have Squirt Bottle, they don't have... They have Pokegear, but I don't think they realize they have Pokegear. It's not on their tracker.
That is a big problem, because with that Pokegear we have decent amount of checks available. Without, not so much.
Like, yeah, the checks available for them with the Pokegear not marked, at the very least, they have the Kenya quest, the rest of Azalea. I really hope that they don't start doing Janine, the Cerulean Nugget Bridge. We'll see what happens.
Fly does make movement at least much more palatable, also. Even if there are not the fastest checks, you do not lose even more time going there by bike. So it's not the worst, and with how few checks there are left, potentially, if there's nothing on those, Sis will be forced to realize that they missed something soon. And yeah. So this could probably be a lot worse than it actually is at the moment.
Yeah, picking up an item and not realizing you have it is much better than forgetting to pick up an item and not realizing. Because one involves you checking every check in the game, and the other one involves you checking your menu.
And Rob saving in front of Janine. That means Rob has to get back the hard way somehow.
You say it's hard, but we have a level 50 Sand Slash.
It's not the fight that is hard, it's just he won't be finding Storm Badge here and has to go out the slow way.
Fair enough.
So either by fighting an additional trainer going back up the cycling road, going up all the way around Route 15 and then upwards towards Route 12, and then yeah, which you can do, and with Cut that's also, I believe, just one additional fight you have to take if you want to take that route. Yeah, or get fainted somehow and reset to a prior Pokemon Center.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, without Fly, I don't think Rob really wants to do the whiteout strats. Because where was the last Pokemon Center? Is it still Route 32? I don't know. It might still be Route 32.
Which, at this moment, might be better than everything else. Rob did Azalea for the most part already, right?
Yes, Rob is complete with Azalea.
Okay, then maybe it's a toss-up between the two.
Rob not finding anything worthwhile on Janine.
Let's cycling back.
Yep, just a nugget.
Oh yes, is taking or is retrieving. Yeah, getting back after the Kenya tournament and gets just a Pokeball, and is now probably going over the few remaining Kanto checks, grabbing the lost item now that we can fly out.
Yeah, now we can see what the lost item check was.
Also, we do have Cut now, so they weren't back. Since then, they can check an additional item.
True.
Low, painful bike back up the cycling road.
It is relatively slow. It's about 30-40 seconds of just biking as best you can.
And now going back to Celadon Mart, probably to check out the TMs. Although that's the floor for X items.
So one thing I did notice is Sys actually didn't get that second. They didn't check that cut tree on just south of Lavender.
Maybe forgot that that one opened up now and was just focusing on that. That's Hydro Pump. Super Fang.
Not bad. In fact, I may lower speed. Icy Wind?
Bubble Beam?
Bubble? There's a few attacks that lower speed, actually. So, sysasysa is doing the Nugget Hedge Maze.
Which also would profit from cuts, so I can understand it. It's a nice way to train your main that is not really up to Kanto levels yet.
True. It could also be a big boon for them if the item is required, because I don't see Rob the Gamer going up to do Nugget Hedge Maze anytime soon, with all the options that's available.
Could be potentially huge play, and yeah, it's one of the last few remaining checks until you have to realize you got the Poké here.
Yeah.
Rob showed us another one of those though, with Erika.
I don't hate this. Erika is one of the few Kanto gyms that also has has 2 checks locked behind her. So maybe it'll pay off.
And the Sand Slash at level 51 should be decently leveled for that.
Yep.
Can still struggle, depending on what moves are on the Erika lead and what Pokemon it is. And the Sand Slash moveset definitely not the best. But if there's nothing too bad in here, Sand Slash should be able to get through here. Especially with some X items.
Yep, and Rob the Gamer did get 20 X items. So, I don't see them having too much issue unless they come across Erika's highest level being a Raikou with Ice Beam or something.
I think even a Dugong with Ice Beam could be very problematic.
Ice Beam in general is just problematic.
Or some strong step special attacks that are super effective on Sand Slash, which there are not a few of, actually.
Yeah, water, grass, ice, all could be problematic.
But on the other hand, if there's just physical Pokemon like this Machamp, they are not really getting through that There's an
Icy
icy
wing.
wing.
Living
That-
on 2. Do we have hyper potions though?
Does not look like it. Misses though. But the leftovers aren't enough to heal past it.
Why hyper potion when you can just fully revive?
One way to go about it.
Exactly. But on that note, happy 1 hour, everyone.
Okay. Now, got time. Okay. Because I see the Skarmory on this side right now, that Skarmory could actually be a very big problem for the Sandslash at the moment.
Yeah, no, it would have to be Super Fang 2 times into maybe Swift, because Skarmory's immune to ground and poison.
So we would either need to use Swift or Solar Beam to damage it. And yeah, neither of them would be really up to the task. Okay, Shelter is okay, and yeah, Solar Beam actually will do the trick. It does have very little special defense. And Seadra with Confused Ray. Okay, that's a bit worrying with the 2-turn move that you want to use. But yeah, that Solar Beam coming in clutch.
Yeah, no, it was, as we were saying before, Sandslash, not a special attacker in any way, but a level 52 will still do some damage with special moves.
And Solar Beam being, I believe, 120 attack or base attack, and super effective, will do damage. And ooh, that's a Fog Badge on Erika.
That's pretty big for Rob the Gamer. However, it might, if they find Surf, I wonder how long they're gonna put off doing Whitney. Because we're still without Fly for Rob the Gamer.
Yeah. The question is though, where is Surf? Because if you're not willing to go West Kanto without Fly, what do you have left? At this point, Whitney for Rob the Gamer. I think there's nothing else. So
I think you're right.
okay, there's Nugget Hedgemaze, which you could do. But I guess you are in Goldenrod anyway. Check Whitney first, it's very quick, and if it's still not Whitney, you can just go back there. So, yeah, there was really not much that could have deterred him from getting that Storm Badge. If you know the Fly logic.
Yep.
At least.
So, by doing... I know why they're doing the Nugget Hedgemaze, but with both of them getting Fly at this point, besides the few mistakes early on, with bites back to Route 32 and such, I don't think there's been a lot of utilization of Fly that's really helped Sis get that lead on.
And also not checking that item behind the cut tree. So Sith, for the second time, not realizing the options that are available to him. So that is unfortunate and could be very, very bad.
Actually, I could tell you exactly what's going on here. I looked on their tracker. They misclicked. They actually said they had the Zephyr Badge, so they think they have Flash. They don't know they can cut. Oh no! So they're gonna. This is where they realize Flash isn't working.
So thinking that.
Yeah, they're gonna do Rock Tunnel here, and they're gonna
try to flash, and it's not going to work. That does explain some things, but
Yeah, I was wondering why they didn't check the earlier cut tree. This explains it.
Yep.
And
now,
the badge is right beside, so it was a mistake. There's the flash.
and there's the realization moment. That didn't work.
Check.
Why didn't it work?
Check your badges. You just gotta go into your oh, there we go.
Yep. And that's not a Zephyr Badge. That's a Hive Badge. So, you are already here. Might as well, if you can, grab these 5 items in the dark. It's not too hard. You're somewhat familiar with them.
Yeah. Rob the Gamer just finishing up Goldenrod. From here, they don't have a whole lot of options for things they can do, so I guess...
Oh!
Oh, they found the second bicycle.
As for Rob has options, or not really much options, but has a path to do. Can now apply back to Vermilion, go through the cave there, go over to Pewter and West Canto and do all the checks, including Victory Road, and there will be surf somewhere, and maybe an SS ticket, or the squirt bottle, and the street will open up. That's not the big problem here. Rob is realizing that.
Hoping the progress isn't on Brock or Route 4, but...
Well, it wouldn't be actually too bad. The Sandslash has proved that it can get something done. Let's speed up. So, yeah, Sandslash moveset's still not the best, but it can get things done. And Brock is only Brock is only 5 Pokemon and additional 1 Pokemon trainer before it, so it's not the worst check. The Dex items should be doable.
That's Surf.
A Surf. So
this is out of logic, but if now that sysasysa looked at their badges and realized they have cut, they might be, because they don't know they have the Pokegear yet. That means they might go ahead and do Erica, which would give them Surf logic. That's a pretty big play, actually. It also tells them that, like before, so we know either piece of Flash can't be behind Surf or Whirlpool now, which does narrow down the locations for Zephyr Badge.
yeah. So we know that it's quite a decent chunk of items where it could be, namely most of West Canto. But yeah, it does show us that we are probably going to get access to it pretty soon. But that would also mean knowing that you have the Pokegear. And that is the big problem here. We get to see this check, which is just an HP up on Route 12.
Well, we get to see the Nugget Hedge Maze. See both pieces. We had to. We never got to see the cut lock. I forget what the... Was it Vanilla Nugget off the guy?
That's a Vanilla Nugget.
You love to see it. You love to see that vanilla item in a randomizer.
That is a dig.
Dig TM. That actually would be pretty good for the Sand Slash at this point.
And it is nice to have, but it's not a progression that was expecting, and is probably now a bit confused about what to do, and is now going to do Eric, or trying to go to Erica apparently, because that's the only check left from their perspective.
Janine.
Oh, well, Route 15. And Janine, okay. But wasn't said that Janine already? I believe so with the...
that's a rising badge for Rob the Gamer just outside of Digla's Cave.
That is one additional check. Whoop. Egg is hatching.
Alright. What's in the egg? Togepi? Charizard!
Okay.
Yeah, no, I believe Rob the Gamer did Janine, but I don't think sysasysa has been down here yet. Rob the Gamer bypassing that one of the most annoying spinners of the game.
And I realized I just confused Fusion to a million fly points. So, yeah, of course, this wasn't here. There's the squirt bottle. Now stuff opens up.
Yeah, now we have access to that's HM6.
Whirlpool found.
We have Whirlpool. We have access to North Johto now.
So, if you would have had Surf at this point, you could check the Route 27 item behind Whirlpool. But Rob did not have it and is not likely going to find it before going there if he goes down all the way.
Although they do have the Rising Badge, so they can find Waterfall and get back there pretty quick. When they do find Surf. And Waterfall. But checking Victory Road is... There's 5 items here. If you have a level 50, you could technically do E4 and get that out of the way if you wanted to. But it's a little early to make that play. It's very early to do that play.
I mean, if you didn't find the squirt bottle here, then maybe you could have thought about it, but yeah. With Northern Johto completely open, you would
all those
have
options. Yeah, you definitely. I don't see it happening. Maybe get the fly point, but you have Viridian City as a fly point already, so it's not too bad if they don't.
I mean, even the fly point, if you didn't have the squirt bottle just yet, then maybe you would go for it. But
so sysasysa repels right before Janine. I mean, stage before Janine makes sense. Going in with a level 35 Magmar is not going to be as easy as the level 50 Sand Slash. With Stab Tri-Attack on the Pidgeot, that's a 2-shot. Although that crit might have mattered.
I mean, the Magmar has a decent moveset and it's got a few levels on it.
Oh, that Pichu. That poor Pichu. With the Earthquake.
Spark is a good move here. A Stab Bubble Beam. Oh.
Luckily, Slowking is unironically slow. You have to be a little careful here now.
Yeah, I don't think you can take out that Pincer in one hit. Your current moveset has high jump kick. Magma does not have the best defense.
Nope, and ooh, but high jump kick missing doesn't hurt either.
And Surf on the Magma is actually very, very decent move to have, and super effective on the Pilot Swine should be okay. I'm not sure why switching to Razor Leaf here.
Potentially going for that crit. Either way, we got to that fight. Got our Nugget, got our Mystic Water. Gamer getting that flag point.
Yeah, also getting access to the Mart, which is...
This is one of the strongest Marts in the game. Sell those Nuggets, the Carbos, a lot of vitamins, a lot of Flintstone vitamins there that are worth a lot of money.
So I think if you X specials, you're probably not going to use them.
71 max repels. That's an excessive amount of max repels.
That's an amount. So usually 40 super repels are enough to get you through the game, for the most part. Maybe if you have a very slow seed without fly, or with fly being very deep, you need 51 supers. You do not need over 50 max repel, so that's really excessive.
Ooh, the Rising Badge turn-in is for the Earth Badge.
Oh. Definitely a check you need to do.
Yep. Yeah, so what is 71 times 250 steps? Like, that's...
Too many.
That's too many steps.
So yeah.
But, that's something you learn with time, though.
Yep. Oh, Driver gets the Sidawudo. Would have been decent if we had early access to it.
It could have been. It could have been. We had that, early headbutt for stab there. We got a few special moves. But Sysasysa is going to take on the Celadon gym. So we'll see what happens there with getting Surf access.
Yeah, so the big point is Surf will be out of logic, and it shouldn't be too hard to notice that, considering that you got Surf in a dark room that you tried to flash in but couldn't.
Hopefully they do figure hopefully Sys figures out where they made an error on their trackers. robthegamer's actually going to check kimonos. This is not a check that most people do this early on. It's not the worst. It's roughly a 90-second commitment, if that. 5 kimonos, 5 total Pokemon, 1 item. We'll see if kimonos are required.
It is still the faster check over Morty in total time. Because for Morty you do have to release the Roma first, which means fighting the first rival, and then get through 3 additional trainers in the gym. The first one has 5 Pokemon already, which is all the Kimono girls have together. So it is, if you want to do an check in Acrotique, it's the faster one, but it's maybe not as efficient as doing Morty, which can also have implications regarding Tin Tower. But yeah.
Unfortunately, I missed with that Iron Tail.
And in turn gets hit by a Dynamic Punch. So 50 accuracy better than 75.
But Swift never misses, so there we go. And kimonos aren't required, but Max Elixir's not a bad item to have in your back pocket.
Yep. Always nice to have a few of those. Okay, and leaves behind Morty for now.
Yeah, toss those 4 repels, you don't need them. Rob the Gamer will never see a wild encounter again if they use their repels, I guess. And that's the Volcano Badge.
7 badges.
Yeah, that is 7 badges. So, with this in mind, I'd make the argument that Rob the Gamer's in the lead, so I'm gonna switch the audio back to them.
And on the other side, this does find the fog badge, so has now the ability to use Surf, but should know that Surf is still out of logic.
Yep.
But this looks like an around 12 check of the remaining Surf-locked item there.
Well, we'll complete this area at the very least. Rob the Gamer, in the meanwhile, is going to check the 3 cut items above Lake of Rage, and it's better to go up here prior to going to Lake of Rage itself, because you get the fly point by being in this maze of tiny trees.
Yep.
Unexpected rival 1 fight.
Yeah, with Fly you usually do not have the necessity to do this fight for anything, so I'm really curious what this is now going to do.
I mean, maybe like hearing the rival music.
It does give you a full heal after it, so...
True, it's a quick heal. There's a few places in the game that, besides Pokemon Centers, that will fully heal your party. That is one of them.
And Sis is doing the surf checks, so... Does try to find anything that helps him progress, which unfortunately is not the thing to do right now. Because the progress needed would be the Pokegear in your inventory and realizing that.
There will come a time where they will be forced into figuring out they have the Pokegear. And they know, on their tracker, they know they have the radio carded expansion pass. Or expansion card. They don't realize they have the Pokegear, which is the unfortunate part. Or fortunate, because every time they pause, they will see Pokegear pop up. They will figure it out eventually, hopefully.
Hopefully, that's the big point. Again, if you have not done many of those, and especially have not ever been in this situation, you might not really pay attention to your menu that the Pokegear actually wouldn't be in there if you didn't have it. So, for experienced runners, it's easy to say, yeah, just look at your menu, it's in there, but you have to be aware of that fact to be able to realize it. And does not seem like it has happened so far.
Are we gonna hear the... Alright, we're gonna go to Rival 3, and after that we will hear our roamers. People with good ears for cries. Let me know, because I have a bad name. I have bad ears. I think what the roamers are.
Yeah, I think mine are even worse, so I probably couldn't help you.
Relying on the chat it is.
I managed to not identify a Jinx for one thing, so yeah, it's going bad, but let's see. It's not really likely though that we are going to switch to Roma. The Sand Slash is okay and already on level 53. The Romas would be on level 40.
Yeah, I highly doubt we'd be switching, but I mean, having a level 40 in your back pocket, especially if it's a really good Pokemon, it never hurts to have, compared to hypothetically a level 5 Charizard or a Totodile.
So that is an...
Sounds like a Poliwag.
Also Clefairy for the Entei, and I'm pretty sure that's Octillery for the Suicune.
Yeah, I think you're right with Octillery. It's some normal type. It's a Clefairy or a Togepi or something along those lines.
For the most part, Surf is required. There was the Marsh Badge.
Yep.
Prior to the Soft Sand Gold, which this is doing now.
After this, what does sysasysa have left? They have, I guess, Lieutenant Surge?
Surge would be it, I think.
I think Surge is the last thing that they have left until they have to realize they have the Pokemon.
Well, technically there would be the Sabrina fight that's still an option, although out of logic. I'm not sure if this did that already. I don't think so. But yeah, I think it's only Sabrina and Surge left if the Soft Sand Girls don't have anything. At least they won't have a mystery egg. Okay, Lighthouse check. Fire up the gamer.
Yep, a Lighthouse is a good play here. There's several checks up here. It could be Surf, and for all Rob the Gamer knows. Could be Waterfall. There's a lot of options it could be. We know where Surf is. It's behind Flash. So what Rob the Gamer is probably looking for here is the Zephyr Badge. And that would give them access to... or it would put in logic a lot of the things we know that's required.
Yeah, so although Rob has 7 badges, technically Route 44 and the Voice Director are still out of logic because also the Glacier badge was in the dark. So, yeah.
So Soft Sand Girls weren't required. TM35 could be a good TM.
Does not really help progressing, and is doing another check that is now, or that this can do now with the power plant, which unlocks the hidden item and the ability to fight Misty.
True. So I guess that's the hidden item and Misty, Surge, and then that's all the checks, unless they pick up something in those 2 fights. Or I guess 3 fights, because Surge you have to face 2 trainers.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but we... Oh, okay. Never mind.
Zephyr Badge.
Yeah, I was about to say, if Rob the Gamer doesn't find it here, then Surge actually he would have to have it.
Yep. But alas, here we are. Zephyr Badge is found. That will... That also actually opens up, interestingly enough, so past Viridian, that's the 8th Badge, so they can go south of Victory Road and check the Whirlpool check when they get Surf eventually, and they can also check that one item just down the cliffs. So that's a really good find for Rob the Gamer.
It does open up the rock tunnel, it does open up the Miracle Seed gift check. It does open up the flash chamber with Surf. Once we got that from rock tunnel.
Yep. So far, the Misty check didn't pay off. We got Goldberry and have to find out soon.
Miracle Seed check. Not worth it. Will probably misdirect turn in.
Yep, we're gonna get 5 items or something. 5 escape ropes.
Rob the Gamer can still use them. Was not, or did not find that Nick TM yet.
Yep, here comes the rock tunnel play, which we know is gonna have Surf in it. Yeah, no, this is just gonna be an easier time navigating the cave with the lights on.
And I don't think Sis is going to get through Misty here too easily. That's a Psychic Kadabra.
Yeah, no, Kadabra's got, even though it's not a fully evolved Pokemon, it's got a really high special attack.
And it's extremely fast.
Yeah, Kadabra with 120 special attack, 105 speed. With Stab Psychic, that is rough. That's all I can say.
So this would be the point to look for an Umbreon or a Tyranitar or any Dark-type Pokemon. Because you really do need to hit Kadabra with something. It doesn't need to be anything powerful. Kadabra will just crumble.
With 40 HP and 30 defense, you just need to hit it with one physical move.
But yeah, that is the problem. Getting to hit it. And
crits. Unfortunate. This is a big wall.
Magma would have gotten through that Kadabra without that crit. It does live one Psychic, but not a crit.
Not a crit, no. So, Rob the Gamer has Surf here.
Can immediately continue to the power plant check and get that hidden item in Cerulean.
It makes sense. Rob the Gamer with that Surf there. With Surf Flash, this is gonna light up his tracker. A lot of quick checks available. Actually, with Whirlpool, Flash, and Surf, they have access to Whirl Islands now.
And that's fully in logic.
Yeah.
Interesting.
With a Silver Wing, with one more item of Silver Wing, they would have the level 60 Static Lugia. And we could see a potential main switch if they're not happy with the Sand Slash.
We did not find a Silver Wing, though, I don't believe, so...
Not yet, but I think Rob the Gamer is going to put off that check until they find the Silver Wing, is what I'm thinking.
Questionable. There's not too big of a probability the Lugia is really better than the Sand Slash, and would also need a decent moveset with it, considering that the Sand Slash is already level 53. And with Whirl Islands fully in logic, that's somewhere around 8 items in there, which are fully in logic, and you do not have strength, so you do not have too many other options. Flash Chamber being one of them, for relatively quick checks.
If that, they have a decent amount of mortar. They have options.
Actually, that's only 5 items in mortar. We do not have waterfall yet, so we do not have access to the strength locked or the waterfall locked part, which is most of mortar. We've seen the letters already.
And the blue card. And Sysasysa finds a dire hit off Misty, so that is not what they want to find. And oh, they're probably doing Surge here.
Okay, looks like they're going to do mortar. There is also the rocket hideout, which you can do, which is the other big chunk of items. It's a bit slower compared to World Islands, but it does have more checks behind it in total. And at this point, it does not look likely that you are able to skip Rocket Hideout in its entirety, so might as well do it first. It won't get faster. Just
Yeah,
when
I'm
it's
in
in there,
agreement
you
on
have
that.
the option. On the other hand, well, if there's just waterfall in World Island and strength and plain badge in the waterfall part of Mount Mortar, that would be the way to maybe skip Rocket Hideout, so some options you still have here.
We've got 3 really dense areas to check. So that's all a mortar for now. Really Rob the Gamer's decision to go. Let's see, are they going to Lake of Rage? Nope, Mahogany.
Did they find the shiny yet? I don't think so.
They just got served, so that was a...
Yeah.
Here we go. And we've got... What is our shiny today? Making room, just in case it's a good item. Respectable.
Yeah, the search fight isn't going great. Don't be able to start.
And that is a purple Lapras on the water.
What's with the psychic Pokemon today? That's a psychic Mew.
Stab Psychic is the theme of the race.
Magma able to outspeed it though here for the last attack. Gloom. Oh, I don't think the moveset of the Magma is really prepared for that. And it has Hydro Pump. Oh, this search fight is painful.
Earthquake, neutral. Yeah, Sysasysa needed a mist on Hydro Pump, which isn't 100% accurate, so Rob the Gamer is now surfing down to World Islands, it looks like. Which I think is the right play. Like, ooh, just squeak by that spinner. That spinner is a spinner you do not want to face. It has 6 Pokemon.
Yep.
That is at least a minute or 2 time waste.
Okay, Gloom no more.
Out of Hydro Pumps. Confused, hurt itself. This is what Sysasysa needed.
Did set up 2x specials and gets another grass type. Which
With Cross Chop.
Cross Chop crit.
Survives the crit, which is good. Cross Chop is a high crit move. And in this gen, that's +2 to the chance to crit. Instead of 1 in 16, it's 1 in 4. If I recall.
I couldn't tell you.
Fair.
Fearow is at least sparkable, and Thunderbolt not too scary on a Fearow. Super Thing more annoying than scary.
Super Fang will never kill. And with that paralysis from Spark, Magmar might be able to outspeed the Fearow now.
Yeah, it will. Magma is not really slow. It's just that Fearow that's also not that slow. That's a Mystic Water.
Surge is not required, and oh, this is where we got to put on our thinking cap. What did we miss?
It has the menu open, so can read Pokegear.
In the meantime, Rob the Gamer finishing up the Silver Cave. Nothing of note. So now we're doing the Rocket Basement as sysasysa is really racking their brain. What did they miss?
I did take a peek at the race room, so there wasn't an immediate forfeit, so as the timer is still going, that is just
yep,
some consideration time.
Oh, so one thing that... oh, yeah, there we go. Notice the Pokegear.
Checking badges.
Checking badges, checking what they've done. They have now discovered...
checking the HMs.
You can do it.
Checking the key items. Yeah. The idea was correct, it's just that the Pokemon gear is not in the key items. And
hovering over Pokegear.
No. Well, no need to fly. I do think sysasysa has realized the problem.
Alright.
This is the way over to the Snorlax.
We have progression. Now, will they switch from their Magmar to the Sandslash that is currently Ghostwalled? They did pick up a lot of TMs by doing everything else before Sandslash.
The Magma's already plus 40 in levels, 43, so at this point Sandslash isn't the greatest Pokemon. It is decent, it's okay-ish. You can make it work with the right moveset, but the Magmar has the better moveset, definitely, and has already gotten a bit of static speed, so... with Magmar being the overall better Pokemon, I'd say there's no reason to switch.
Fair enough. Alright. Well, with that, sysasysa should be getting the Rising Badge right away, because that's just outside the cave. There it is. One Rising Badge.
Meanwhile, that's a secret potion over in the Rocket Hideout. Fortunate after we robbed the lighthouse not too long ago.
It's not too bad. Climbing the lighthouse without any of those fights is less than a minute of time waste. It's less than ideal. But when you're in Rob's shoes right here, it's... you got this, you got... without strength, you're actually locked out of a lot of stuff in Northern Johto. Western Kanto doesn't have a whole lot. They can do Blaine Blue, Rock, and Route 4.
So the full locked item over Route 27. So there's a bit, but yeah. We have still a decent chunk of the rocket hideout that's going to come. We didn't even check any of the items in this floor here. There's 3 out of the, I think, 13 checks if you count everything that's locked behind this, including price and the TM36 checks. So
Something
those
along
3
that
we have seen 3 or until now.
So, Rob the Gamer, what do you have to do in the rocket basement here? Is you have to talk to the 2 trainers he currently fought, and they give you the password. Normally, you have to talk to them after the fight. We took that out. There's the Silver Wing.
Now this is unfortunate.
Yeah,
because you were there immediately before this.
Do you go back?
No.
No, just no.
No. I mean, the Sand Slash is doing okay, and you do not have any item checks in there. You are not guaranteed that level 60 is any better than the Sand Slash was until now. And yeah. Just going over there for the off chance that the level 60 is required when the Sand Slash can probably just do it all the same.
However, the level 60... Going back to that quote of level 60 is level 60, and that's the playing badge. Which, that's just another piece towards, one piece of strength. And, with strength that would put Chuck in logic. And might be incentive to check that Silver Wing.
Yeah, but at the same time, Ice Path will become fully clearable, and Route 45, Dark Cave, and Route... Yeah. No, they will also both become in logic, and that will be probably the check before that. So... I don't think we are going to see the Lugia aesthetic
I doubt it.
The game at this point.
Depending on the order sysasysa does their checks, I mean, they could switch.
Yeah. Definitely. The Magma is a bit lower in level, so it would be more of an incentive still to switch at this point. And yeah, if you go to the Rocket Hideout first and get the Silver Wing before you go into the World Islands, then it's usually a good idea to just go over there and check, because from the one item check to the Lugia it's not that far. So I definitely can see it happening on the sysasysa side, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, the Magma is already up to level 44, and if you do Rocket Hideout first, then it might be up to level 15. At this point, you might not even be wanting to switch anymore.
Yes. You'd have to see that pretty quick. You'd have to find a Silver Ring pretty quick now, otherwise, yeah, you are running out of time where you get value out of that swap.
That's a really good Pokemon to run. Not the greatest, but it's decent enough. And if we are able to get one more good move onto it, it's probably set. Sand Slash could still need some more improvement. I mean, Strength would be a very nice thing to see soonish to upgrade the Swift. Earthquake would obviously be the preferred attack overall, but...
Let's go to Inspired.
Might maybe want fighting move if you're not finding a ground move soon. So
Yeah,
Like,
fighting Drill Peck would be nice. Shadow Ball. There's a few. With all the stab psychic Pokemon I've seen so far in this ROM, having Shadow Ball on a physical attacker like Sand Slash wouldn't be a bad thing to have in your back pocket.
yeah. Rob. Taking the smart way out when you do not have an escape rope.
Yep. Teleporter takes you right there. It's a few extra tiles of movement. But, take a quick way out. We have 2 Executors on the screen, different ones. It has Ice Punch. That's obnoxious for, Rob the Gamer.
Yeah. This might actually show the waterfall object. Hitting that spinner though.
Spinner from this direction can be difficult. And yeah, Rob did find the machine part, it looks like.
Yep. The waterfall check, I believe, on land there.
So that's three free checks pretty much available from that one key item.
Cloister showing its very high defense stat here, 180 I believe.
Something like that. Cloister with 180 defense. It's a little tanky. That's the SS ticket. So that's another check available.
At this point, really only that one check. Sometimes it can be much more important if the squirt bottle does not show up. It's not today. And that's a rare candy.
You never... I wouldn't ever snub the rare candy. It's not bad,
no.
But unfortunately, it wasn't a key item.
Yeah, of the non-required items, rare candy is probably one, if not the best item, because you can just turn that into a level for your main, which is helping you very much.
So, sysasysa turning in that Rising Badge, getting the Earth Badge.
Meanwhile, the gamer is doing an Sabrina fight. Has taught Surf over Solar Beam, so has a decent move here to get past that Aerodactyl. Is needed. We are pretty much walled against Rock or Steel otherwise.
Oh, that's a Blizzard on that Lugia. It's a 2-shot.
Did paralyze.
Yeah, and there's the second shot.
I don't think this is going to work.
Are we... Yeah, we do have revives. Okay.
So you either have to PP stall here, Blizzard, because that Sand Splash is not living a Blizzard on only half HP.
Just heal up. That works too. And I'm pretty sure. Oh, and Ice Beam. Oh no.
This could be
bad. That's more accurate and pretty powerful.
It is less powerful than Blizzard, so you might be able to live too. And Lugia does try to paralyze you again. So
alright. We get past the Lugia with Blizzard and Ice Beam. That is good.
Yeah. And Petal Dance, Needle Queen.
Alright, that's Rock Smash for sysasysa as they dealt with the Pseudo Voodoo. Oh, did they Did Rob the Gamer miss out on a rare candy there?
I couldn't see it. Might have.
Yeah, with a bag full, I'm just gonna check real quick. Yeah, that's a rare candy.
Hey.
Their bag is full.
Oh. Okay, surf checks in Union Cave for Up the Gamer.
It makes sense. It fully clears Union besides coming back for Ruins of Elf stuff.
Yeah, you would rather do them in combination with the Waterstone Chamber or Ho-Oh Chamber, even if you can manage to, but at this point you are running low on checks you can do. So these are two relatively quick checks, so why not do them?
Why not? Could be Waterfall, and that would give access to a lot of checks in Mortar. Here's the Plain Badge check. Max Elixir. Again, it's nice to have. Oh,
That
it looks
probably
like
the Marsh Badge you found.
Probably gonna check the Sauce Sand Girls, or at least the item before them, which we know is gonna be the Marsh Badge.
Yeah, and at this point you're not leaving behind the Soft Sand Girls. Your other options currently are turning in the Secret Potion and doing False Director, if I do not forget anything. I think Morty wasn't done, actually.
No, it could be Morty.
So,
but you're right. Aside from those checks, I think Rob the Gamer is running into a bit of a funnel into what do I do next? What's left? I guess technically they could do all of West Kanto. They have access to Blue Blame Barak and Route 4.
yeah.
Technically, and also E4.
Yeah, of course. Was there all the time. And Rob did get the fly point because Rob did buy 71 max repels there, right?
Yep.
So it's
right,
on the table.
Alright, let's take a prediction in chat. How many max repels is Rob going to be left over at the end of the race?
I say 32.
32? Okay, I like that. With all the progression we have right now, I'm gonna say 37. 37 max repels is what's gonna be left over. I think we're at 61 or 62 right now, so...
This could be even somewhere in around the 40s at this point. I mean, now that I think about it, there's not too much stuff left where you do want to repel, and max repels do.
Yeah, a lot of the checks left, realistically, are gym checks. We have the fly points to majority of the cities. There's a few spots that'll be useful, like Mount Mortar when they find Waterfall at some point. But it looks like Rob the Gamer is going to turn in that machine part.
Yeah,
and check those 3 items.
But yeah, I think we do have Mount Mortar left as the biggest part where repelling will be needed. And that will be a few. Then there's at least 2 you will need for Mount Silver. Maybe 3, but aside from that, there are not much. Okay, to Tower you will need a few, maybe, but yeah.
what that item was. Instant text is a little fast, but not required.
Yeah, that's the important part, even for most runners. You do not really need to know what you missed out on, especially if you can get it back after. You just need to know if is it required, then you get it, regardless of if your bag is full, or if it's not required, then you don't need to care. So, yeah, losing out on rare candies can be unfortunate. Passing or losing out on a max elixir can hurt. Losing a max revive or revival herb, maybe not the best, but all of those are not really hurting you that much either. Okay, and
let's see, machine part, are you required? No.
Nope.
Yeah, this makes sense.
Be a search fight.
Clear off search. From here, I would consider doing the SSN ticket, or SS ticket check.
You're already almost there. It's not going to be faster at any point, and if you are going for search here, which is an additional fight, yeah, why not? You went out of your way to turn in the machine part, which didn't really turn out anything.
Alright, so...
And your other checks aren't really looking much better either. That's the secret potion turn you can do, but doing the bow check actually would bring you there.
Yep.
Somewhat.
So this is where you're... Yeah, you probably need to use some hyper potions and use elixirs on the Sand Slash. So we're on Morty on sysasysa's stream. So we'll get to the is Morty required? The biggest meme question of the tournament. Is Morty a scam? Card key.
Oh, definitely not.
And basement key. Oh wow,
Well,
Morty is the what's the opposite of scam? Value? That is a huge play. Anti-scam Morty came out to play.
That's a good 15 checks roundabout that Morty locks.
Yep, that is all of Radio Tower. We have Whirlpool, so when we do eventually get Strength, we have access to all of Dragon's Den. Yeah, no, doing the Radio Tower and then the basement here is probably the progression that we're looking for on Rob's screen.
It absolutely is. I do not doubt that any moment, and that Rob is going to prove me a liar very soon if he finds strength here. But yeah, this is absolutely the progression we needed. And it would be one thing if it's just one part of the pieces on Morty, but no, it's both card key and basement key, which in succession opens up that part, the items.
Ooh, Rob the gamer, what happened to all your repels?
Yeah, you do not want to burn a repel on this short stretch of surfing. Your count rate is not that high, so I can get behind it, but with the excess amount you have...
I know, I'm just teasing.
I
like chat saying he has so many repels. Alright, well, Rob the Gamer's checking that the SSN, or the SS ticket. It's one fight for one check. It does fully heal your party. And this fight doesn't matter if you win or lose. You just need to fight them.
The Pokemon are around 30 to 35.
Yep.
So the Sand Slash should not have any troubles. I mean, the Magmar has a desired move for the Sand Slash in Earthquake, but it's not getting to use it.
Yeah. Good job for Rob. So if you take the boat from Olivine, the Burglar's not there, but from Vermilion to Olivine, there's a Burglar that you have 1 tile of grace. If you step forward 1 more tile, you will run into that optional.
Yep. Also, have to get back the same way you came. If you want to step left and then up, you get caught.
Yep. Alright, Rob the Gamer's finishing up the SS ticket check. Sysasysa is climbing the radio tower. Open the card key side. And that's Rock Smash, which we do not need at this point.
Nope.
So SS ticket is dead. It is nothing. Alright. Rob the Gamer probably... What are they doing?
That is... I don't know. The subject here in 44.
Yep. That makes sense. And that's 2 encounters.
Yeah, okay. This one is less excusable than before, because this stretch here is quite big and there's a grass patch after it, so
Waterfall.
you most likely want to repel, and that will bring Rob the Gamer away from Morty, because Waterfall does open up. I guess not mortar so far for him.
I mean, you got the Secret Potion. I don't hate this play. Check the Jasmine check. You've already completed the Lighthouse, so you've already done half investment into this. So, and at this point, neither racer should have any issue with most of these mid-game fights.
It's just that you are checking an additional fight for 2 checks while you can check 13 items.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's on the list of, like, as soon as we're done here, we go to Mortar. So there is a waterfall locked area and a strength locked area. However, you can access, for those who don't know, the strength locked area via the waterfall route. So you actually don't need strength to get to the strength locked area. So this will be after this, I imagine Rob the Gamer is probably gonna complete the rest of Mortar. And Sysasysa rescued the radio tower. And that's the red scale. Nothing much, but it's 1 item for 1 more check.
Yep. Pretty fast accessible with cut and fly.
Oh, very. Another max repel.
And going to do False Director.
So False Director is a longer fight. It has 6 Pokemon. Looks like Jasmine is not required, but gives the TM46. Rob the Gamer elects to... Looks like they're gonna go check the pharmacy item.
Could potentially go back and check the Lugia at this point.
Yep,
but
that is an option. And they don't know it, but they do have a sizable lead that they should be able to safely check it. They got the fly point, and it is slightly faster to fly there. Upgrades. We don't need those. No, Rob the Gamer, as much as I like the idea of checking the Lugia, you've already invested this much time with the Sandslash. So yeah, they're not going to check that. Check the Lugia. You've already completed World Islands. There's very little that would change your mind unless you find a legendary.
Okay, I think I saw at least a double edge in the TMs we had, so
I did also see Double Edge.
we could definitely upgrade the moveset, the current moveset a bit if we wanted to of the Sandslash.
True enough. Alright, so Radio Tower so far has been unrewarding besides the red scale.
Yeah,
but
still the
the
basement.
basement key.
That's
And Rob the
8
Gamer,
items, 7, 8, 9, somewhere around that.
yeah, it's how many items would that be? Basement is 7 items.
7. Yeah, so that's probably where the missing part of progression is. Probably in form from strength at this point.
Strength or Rainbow Wing at Clearbell is my thoughts.
Well, both in one location is not too likely. And I guess there is also the smarter part where one of them could be. Rob, you want to go down for that item?
Yep, good old revives. Alright, so sysasysa, one fight because they cleared out Radio Tower. There's the one fight with the one trainer outside with 4 Pokemon. That just an optional, not an optional, but you have to face them. And then there's the rival 4 fight. Besides that, it's a clear path to several checks. 7 to be precise.
Okay, Mount Mortar, so far the waterfall items were a bust.
Right. Now let's see if strength is locked behind strength. I mean, sysasysa has been finding a decent amount of Blissey's, which is not bad for this Magmar, I think.
Ah, definitely, that's great. More XP for the Magmar is definitely what's helping.
There's
There's
the
the
Rainbow
Rainbow Wing.
However,
That's not a clear bell.
yeah, right now, actually, there isn't any place. So waterfall is not required in this entire game. There's nowhere else in the game. Because we checked that whirlpool check, and we already have the fly point of Vermilion and E4, so whirlpool is now not really a
This
big-
Rainbow Wing is currently still locked behind waterfall. And if strength is in Tin Tower because the clear bell is in the basement key, then waterfall would be hard required.
You're right.
So
You say that, and
yeah.
I half expect sysasysa to find strength in the basement here.
Yeah, so waterfall does not need to be required currently, but we do not know yet
It
if
could
it is
be.
required or not.
Rob the Gamer, you have all those repels, use them.
And that is an empty basement.
That is unfortunate. Alright, so... Rob the
Right, there's the
Gamer-
radio tower. But that's not waterfall locked. Oh, the red scale. So yeah, you were right in your assessment that waterfall actually is not required in this round. So Morty is probably.
Probably.
I think we
Checking
do
that
have to
red
find
scale.
something on here.
With a
that's it.
cascade badge. Okay, it's required. Morty's required.
What are we missing though? So it has to be Blaine at this point? Or
Blaine,
Brock or
E4.
E4? E4?
This is an exciting race, because both of our races have gone wildly different paths. And it might have been to sysasysa's benefit that they forgot their Poke to a certain degree because of the wildly varying paths.
Yeah. To a certain degree is probably the important point, because sysasysa did lose quite a bit of time.
Yep,
to that,
but
probably,
they did figure it out, which is really all you can ask of our racers.
There's Mystery Egg.
This race, there also might be a bit of extra pressure on Rob the Gamer, as we are approaching our... we're at 2 hours and 16 minutes, so at this point you kind of want to be a little bit further along in progress than this. But depends on the race. But this is a sudden death match for Rob, as they lost their first match against Montebank, so that might also affect his gameplay a little bit. But we'll have to wait and see. Because, where was the card key again?
Morty!
Yeah, you're right. So, not only is Morty required, but Radio Tower is required, so there's a lot of progression that Rob the Gamer will have to catch up at some point. And
well,
Morty is a later check for some racers because of that move.
You say that as, I believe, Rob... No, he's on Brock, right? Okay.
He's on Brock right now.
Okay.
And that's a Volcano Badge for sysasysa.
Yeah. Interesting that sysasysa was never at the ladders at any point. Not order. They are usually very quick checks.
Yeah.
Very early checks.
Yeah, they, I believe they went left first. Or, like, they did... No, but they did Morty, and then they beelined it for Radio Tower when they got card key and basement key. So, they just haven't done this because of their, commitment to doing Morty.
Right. Again, Sandslash struggling with the Magneton that uses Body Slam, and Body Slam has an increased chance to paralyze. I believe 30%.
It's... yes, 20 or 30. 30, yeah, you're right.
So yeah, that's really annoying, and not having a fighting type or a ground type move.
Oh.
Mineral Badge? What kind of French vanilla is that?
Alright. So that's Mineral Badge on another check that is a little out of the way, that you usually put off Rock a little bit, and finding Mineral Badge is going to be huge for Rob the Gamer if sysasysa doesn't do that Alright.
So, looks like Rob the Gamer did do Brock over Morty, but will do Morty before Route 4, E4, or Blaine, and Blue.
Yeah, no, this is gonna even things up a little bit. Yeah, no, it's with the amount of checks Rob the Gamer has to do, or amount of fights. I imagine sysasysa is gonna complete Mahogany, and Rob the Gamer is gonna complete the radio tower. Kind of trading places with their opponents.
Most likely.
But yeah, this is really turned into a closer race than what I initially thought when I saw they didn't see the Poke Gear.
For sure, but yeah. Rob did lose a bit of time here running around, not having found that required progression.
A little bit, but
and to be fair, aren't we still missing some progression?
Oh, we definitely are missing progression. Like, we don't know where strength is. But aside from that, I think we're missing Clear Bell. But besides that, we just don't know where 4 badges are.
Yeah, but we have no checks for those 4 badges to be found.
E4, Route 4, Blaine and Blue.
Okay, all of them with badges. To be fair, E4 has 2, so yeah.
And as soon as they unlock Clear Bell, I imagine there's going to be 1, 2, even 3 badges up in Tin Tower.
Yeah, but we do have to find that Clear Bell or strength, and yeah. So Blaine, Blue, Route 4, E4.
Yeah, it could come down to as simple as who takes the plunge into E4 first.
Yeah, I mean, both should have the flight point, I think.
They both do, yeah. I know sysasysa went there, and I know Rob the Gamer definitely went there.
Yeah. Let's see if Rob the Gamer will end up with a sand stash that's higher level than the max repulsy board at E4.
So, interestingly enough, there's the card key and basement key. So sysasysa is gonna get the Silver Wing before going to World Island. So there might be a Lugia check yet.
Also, with that secret potion that sysasysa found before going to the lighthouse, because in lighthouse is the Zephyr Badge. But yeah, having found it before will maybe get sysasysa over there and to those checks, being able to do them in one go.
Fire Punch for that Magmar.
Yeah, we are learning that.
Earthquake is... That's a move I probably wouldn't do, because now there's no physical moves to deal with those high special defense Pokemon. And that's Chansey, Blissey, even Clefable. There's a few special defense sponges out there.
And that Fire Punch is definitely a very strong move, but I agree that probably teaching Earthquake wasn't the right decision here. Should maybe have gotten rid of Razor Leaf instead, as Razor Leaf and Spark have similar coverage ranges, and yeah, you do not really want to rely on Razor Leaf when you can rely on Spark. It does not hit every Pokemon, especially Quagsire could be a problem where Spark just doesn't do anything, where you would have like Razor Leaf, but you can just get through there with Earthquake if you really need to. Magma's attack is not too bad. And, yeah.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with you there. We'll have to see if that bites him in the butt later.
It would be really painful if there's another high-level Blissey somewhere, because that Fire Punch is probably not going to deal more damage than the Earthquake.
And there's the Silver Ring.
Tossing out a heal powder for an extra revive does make sense.
Good value in that trade.
Oh. And it is again and again, it is really painful having to see Insane Slash rely on Surf so much. It's definitely not the type of attack you want to use primarily.
I'm trying to think back. Another check that I'm not 100% sure if our racers did. Rob the Gamer check all of Dark Cave and even Route 46? Because they have Flash now. I think they did the Rock Smash check, but they didn't complete the Dark Cave.
Rob did complete the Dark Cave, and I'm pretty sure Rob went also to go and check that Route 46 item.
I could be mistaken. I don't 100% recall, but
I know for a fact that Rock Smash items at least were all checked.
Yeah. I believe the Rock Smash checks were, but I don't know if the routes one item was checked. So we'll see if that comes into play.
Yeah, I am pretty sure that I saw at least one of our runners go there.
Okay.
I mean, I believe this is oh wait, did this do
No,
them?
Sis did not do it. Rob, I know, checked the Rock Smash items, but I don't believe they checked the route. But
I think they. I think Rob did.
Okay. Yeah. There's also the possibility we see a Strengthless Seed in this, so.
Definitely could be. It depends on what is on either lane, blue, E4, or Route 4.
Yep.
Well, we mentioned there's Clear Bell that's still missing. That could open up the remaining locations for our badges.
Yep.
So if that turns up and our remaining badges are all in Tin Tower and on the other checks, then yeah, Strength might just be in Mount Silver for all we know. But it's more likely that we will find both Strength and Clear Bell somewhere, and the remaining 4 badges are spread out on Tin Tower and the northeastern part of Johto.
And there's that Skarmory. Have to. That is a 3-turn Swift.
Yeah, you want to surf that.
There we go.
Yeah, surf's definitely the better special move to have over Solar Beam for coverage.
Oh, 100%. And there's a Blissey.
And you do not want to surf that.
Yeah, there's the opposite. You really want to have a physical move for Blissies and a special move for your steel types.
I mean, with a fighting type move, you can get past an Steelix, but you really want to have your surf for Skarmory.
Unfortunate, the sysasysa hits another optional, but it's going to be after this quick fight, going to check the guard and the item above the guard.
Yeah, this spinner before the TM26 check, that is low-key annoying too. You can outmove him, but if you are missing your movement input, he's spinning exactly into you.
Yeah, I believe that one is much easier to dodge if you just go on the left side.
Yep.
But yeah, Rob the Gamer's got to go 2 more fights. Gonna check that basement. Face a nerd, face a rival. And sysasysa is gonna face their 2 fights, but against Price.
So I think there was the machine part on Dance, right?
Yes, the machine part is on that, so they definitely have that.
And the SS ticket should be coming up here on price.
Yep. SS ticket. Now, from here, you got the SS ticket. You have Secret Potion. I imagine that we're going to see Olivine coming up. Yep. And
yeah, I don't think the SS ticket did influence this decision much. It is just you have Secret Potion, you can do this in one go and then do World Islands after.
Well, he doesn't have. He doesn't have Flash. Not Flash. He doesn't have Zephyr yet. Which he will get, but
yeah.
I don't believe. I think Rob the Gamer's done a few Dark Cave strats, which they showcase some of that, which is stuff out of logic, but does help you figure out where certain items are based on logic.
I think this actually did not do Dark Caves outside of that 4-stroke tunnel because Flash wasn't working yet. And easy check in the Dark Cave on beginning with Glacier Badge was.
Rob the Gamer doing 1312, which is the password, to check these first 2 items. Nothing really of note in the basement, as we already know, so. So now it's really the hunt for Clear Bell or Strength.
Three full badges, it's still a possibility that both of them are in Monster River. We do still have 5 checks left. And that is the basement done for Rob, the gamer. And as
Sysasysa getting their Zephyr Badge.
meanwhile, Rob is going to get that Cascade Badge.
Unfortunately falls down the hole. There's a Cascade Badge.
You would not need to go back all the way around for that last item check, or did Sysasysa miss that additional check?
Yep, there is
4
two
or 5.
paths. You can either go down the hole and go down to the left, face a Pokemon trainer with 2 Pokemon, I believe, or this one with 3. And you can make an argument for which one is faster. They are very... It's a very close one. Like, it could go either way. Which path is faster? And Rob the Gamer is actually making a play for Route 4. Which makes sense.
I mean, Rob should not have left anything else left. Although, did we see Sabrina? I think we did, actually, somewhere.
We saw Sabrina. Yeah, Rob the Gamer's done Sabrina.
I think both of them did search at this point. So
Yes, they have.
there should be still the Nugget Hedge Maze, I believe, for Rob, which was done. And
Yes.
E4 could lead into that, potentially. Yeah, Route 4. Did I say E4?
If you do, like, so Sys has done all of, all the Nugget Hedge Maze stuff, has faced Misty and dealt with that. So, if Rob makes a play for that would be some time gain that Sys might be able to capitalize on. And Rob the Gamer getting a Mount Moon encounter.
Only you would have repels for that.
If only. No, that's escape rope. There we go. And
Makes
the option.
the mistakes I also really like to do. You cannot go down that little pathway. You have to hop down the ledge.
You can either go down or you can go to the right, but you cannot go to the stairwell there.
Yeah.
As much as you want to, as much as it feels like that's the right path, it's not. It's really not.
It's really not. And I time and time do that again.
Now this is a fight you can't avoid if you're checking Route 4.
Yep.
It's a quick fight.
It's a quick fight, but it is a necessary fight.
I do find it funny that you have to face your rival, and then it's like, oh, by the way, here's a level 30-some fight after that. It's like, I just beat a level 50, like a group of them.
Sysasysa did stock up on 21 full restores, which is also way more than you need, but oh, that is strength.
Strength is on Route 4.
Yeah, HM4 on Route 4. How fitting.
Well, that is a great find. That is going to be a Route 25 play, so we're going to see the Nugget Hedge Maze. See that vanilla Nugget again.
And again, Rob actually completing a slower check before he just opened up a higher item dense location and maybe has hit the realization. Blah. What a word.
I will also point out another thing with, well, actually it looks like we've left Route 25, but when Rob went up there the first time, they didn't talk to the rocket in the gym, and so the Misty cutscene wouldn't have happened. But yeah, now that we have strength, Siege over Swift. We've done Radio Tower, so we have all of Blackthorn, of Route 45, Ice Path, everything over to the top right of Johto that we could do.
Yep. So, with only 4 more badges left to go, does make sense to get these quick checks out of the way first and see from there how much you're still missing.
Yep.
Maybe you find a clear bell along the way and can just do 10 tower. If not, you might just be do clear, because at this point this is then probably the most item dense location with full access to Dragon's Den. And yeah, you spoke of it. There's the thief.
Yeah, unfortunate. But it happens. You just gotta take your time.
So Ice Palace was empty.
Yep. But we still have Dark Cave for 3 items, another 4 items on Route 45, and if they didn't check it, Route 46.
Yep.
That one I'm still not sure about. It's unlikely, but so far, technically, strength could be optional.
It is really, really unlikely, because that would mean our remaining progression would be either the 4 remaining checks that were not Route 4, that means Blaine, Blue, and E4 have all 4 badges, or one of them has clear bell for the other remaining.
I agree that is unlikely. However, that is just where we're at.
And you have to consider strength also unlocks Slowpoke well. We do not have a Waterstone Chamber. If we are getting the clear bell, strength will also unlock the Ho-Oh Chamber. So, well, no, wait, no, that one actually won't need strength.
That is not a repel. No, I agree that odds are strength is the progression for like astronomical odds. But so far it has been a bust. That's all I was saying. It would be funny if it doesn't pay off, but we'll have to wait and see. Also, sysasysa does have the plain badge. We forgot to mark that. There's the clear bell in Slowpoke Well as proving me wrong.
We don't know yet that you were wrong until we see one more badge behind strength
You're right.
clear bell. Because there are still 4 checks left that are not strength locked, and if each of them, if all of them are the remaining badges, then strength wouldn't be required.
Wait, do we have 4 other checks? Because although
Blaine, Blue, and E4. E4 is 2.
However, E4 is clear
A
bell
clear bell.
required.
Right.
So we only
One...
have 3 checks.
Okay, no. You're right.
So yeah, now clear bell has to have something.
Okay.
Unless
Yeah.
sorry, clear bell has to have something if it's not behind strength.
Yeah, so strength will lock at least one of the badges and is therefore required.
Well, there we go. Route 4, Brock, and Morty have all been required. So this has been a bit of a meme of a ROM. I have been enjoying it.
I'm not thinking hard. Is there anything else that we completely missed out on that actually does not require strength? Let's see, Misty.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that you see Sabrina. Yeah, it's strength is required.
Yep.
We're just out of checks that haven't been done without strength. And Route 4 is you need to face 2 trainers out of the way for 1 check. It is one of the later, like it's usually put off for quite some time.
Yeah, it's not the fastest check, and it's not the easiest fight with the rival. The rival has 6 level 40 plus Pokemon, so yeah, not something you really want to do early if you can help it.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah. We
All right,
should get confirmation on the artillery here.
Yeah, that's gonna be artillery.
Yep. So, yeah, I do not know many Pokemon cries, but that's one I can actually pretty reliably identify.
Alright, will sysasysa check out the... yes!
Yep.
Alright, take your Lugia guesses right now.
Does make much more sense than for Rob the Gamer at any point.
Yeah. But come on... Raichu? Okay, listen. Too late to change the audio now. There's the Soul Badge.
That's a Magnemite.
I mean... run that. One level
Magneton's is definitely runnable. It's just, if you meet an earthquake, well, then you're having a bad time.
Yeah. Rob the Gamer unfortunately goes the short way to Ho-Oh, but misses a few items. Gonna go back for those.
Oh. Would be the way if we were doing a bingo.
There's our... true. There is our first rod of the ROM at 248.
That is impressive. I mean, I had a ROM. I had a ROM where I got the from Ultra to Super Rod around 1 hour 50 in got around. From Ultra to Super Rod in around 5 minutes, or somewhere around 150 in the seed. I have not yet found my first rod. Almost 3 hours in.
Oh, that's fun.
So
Rob actually did a save there to skip going all the way back around, going down some stairs, up some stairs. Did a quick save reset strat. sysasysa looks like they are checking the Rock Smash of Dark Cave. Finding all those Sunkern. Those scary, scary level 15 Sunkern.
all of them. Okay, but that's only 2 badges so far in Tin Tower. 3 items left to go.
Oh, 46. What was this item? Regardless of...
Oh,
Yeah, so Rob the Gamer did not get that item, because there's the first rod.
no, Rob did get that, but reset it away.
Oh,
I'm pretty
okay.
sure.
Okay. Good enough for me.
Because I don't think the Rock Smash items were anything else either, and Rob did save at the beginning of the Rock Smash route, so we're just able to reset them all away.
Okay, that would make sense.
That's a Suicune as the ho-oh. That would have certainly been runnable if we got there a bit earlier.
Yeah, the Suicune just decided to climb the tower instead of being at the front.
Yep.
But no, just gonna clear that, go check out the Ho chamber, lock behind one fight.
And the Waterstone Chamber, because we didn't have strength until just recently.
Yep, and that's gonna be 8 checks, which, fingers crossed, like, odds are those are gonna be our last badges. But,
Well, yeah. They kinda have to be, or we are back to Blame Blue or E4.
Claire.
Oh, right, Claire.
Claire's probably... If it's not here, it's Claire. It's my thoughts. It's what would be going through my head here.
You say that, but the last time I went with that logic, Claire had absolutely nothing. And it was E4 all over again. Which, if you followed this tournament,
there's been a lot of... There's been more than a few E4 games, or ROMs. Alright.
Let's see.
I expect to see at least one rare candy in these caves. Or in Elf. There's Rainbow Badge.
Rainbow Badge. And
1 item away from Go mode.
And it's not here.
But we have another 4 items to check in the Waterstone Chamber.
Yep.
Funnily enough, sysasysa goes to the Ho Chamber, but hasn't done Tin Tower yet. I think they meant to go to Flash Chamber, which is what they're doing now.
I think that was the intention. Okay, second time to...
Thunder Badge.
Wait.
That is Go mode.
Was that 2 times? Bottom left item was a potion, into up left and badge. What?
I wouldn't be able to tell you for sure.
So, that means blue card is a badge, right? Because it was top left of left chamber. But I guess there wasn't a potion on the bottom left and flash chamber, so yeah, does make sense. But yeah, that is Go mode with a level 66 Sand Stash. And I'm not sure which optional this is. It should be
one on the way to Palette, so I want to see the female spinner.
Could be.
Oh, it's the boy swimmer.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright, so... Unfortunate, another optional outside of Ice Path for sysasysa.
It just got Waterfall, so has the ability to get to that Rainbow Wing. Which... No, we didn't need Waterfall for it, right? We could get access to that with strength.
So Waterfall was not required in this. The strength was accessible via Route 4. nearly 3 hours in this race, and the pressure is on for both of these racers because they don't know where their opponent is at, and yeah, at this point in a race, you would expect you can expect the other racer to hit done at any moment at this point.
And also, we can probably say Rob will end the game with 47 47 max repels remaining.
Probably, unless there's a really bad special Pokemon on red.
I mean, there's the Sand Slash. Yeah, almost not the best. Iron Tail is not the best move to get through. But unless it, yeah, if it's double kicking, you have a free setup.
Yeah, it's got 115 special attack, 125 defense, but double kick is not too concerning.
Yeah, Dragon Breath is a bit scarier, and I hope Rob does know that setting up X defense doesn't help against special moves.
Hopefully, yeah, in this gen, there's no way to up your special defense aside from using the move Amnesia. And I guess Light Screen.
So setting up X specials to make that surf work, which is probably not a bad idea, considering the Sand Slash does somewhat need to rely on it for some Pokemon. Or do you want to set up mainly X attacks? Although you probably might not need to set up mainly X attacks with Sand Slash. It has fairly high attacks.
Yeah, Sand Slash has 100 flat base stats on attack, so it should be fine. Set up at level 66, even though it's a female, which does lower the attack, means it has a lower attack DB. You should be fine at 3 or 4 X attacks, because that's basically triple damage.
Yeah, and the longer you are taking on setup, the likelier it gets that Dragon Breath gets a crit in. So,
yeah. Crit will do 2/3 of the Sand Slash's health, so it's a little scary because crit chance is 1 in 16.
Yeah, but strength is not the move to use against.
Iron Tail, Surf. Surf is neutral, and Omastar doesn't have the strongest special defense at 70.
Okay, double kick allows the Sand Slash to attack free. Did it run out of Dragon Breath actually?
Potentially. I think it's only a 20 PP move. So I think we're out of Dragon Breath, so we're free to do whatever we want here.
Unfortunately, the Red will use up to 2 full restores if you do not kill the Omastar from a certain range, and it did still have Dragon Breath, okay? Was just using more double kicks.
We are running low on healing items, unfortunately, so we'll see how this goes. Being paralyzed is not where you want to be.
No, definitely not. And with the defense drop, probably should have used Iron Tail a bit more. So
that is... That is an unfortunate paralyze.
Yeah. Dragon Breath also, like Body Slam, increased paralyzed chance of, I believe, 30.
Yes, it is 30. 20 PP, 60 base power, 30% chance to paralyze.
So you know when an opponent Pokemon uses Dragon Breath, it has a 100% chance to paralyze. It's unfortunately how it works. And not really great for Rob so far, but is through the Oma Star, and now to the other Pokemon. Sandslash
come on.
meet up next.
Good old Spider-Man memes.
And we knew, or we didn't know the Sandslash move set was terrible.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Gyarados. Yeah, we can
with
use
Mega
Strength.
Kick. Oh,
And it crits! That's,
okay, but we survive a crit and we crit it right back.
Yeah, so here the important part is that Mega Kick, because it critted, went through the setup X defense, so it did deal this much damage. And we see here that Hyper Fang from Ledian. Not only does it have no attack, there are also X defense set up to make it even less
Red
damage.
has logic that they will use a Pokemon that is stronger against who you have out based on they'll use their stronger Pokemon first. Oh, that's a setting up Scizor with Stab Iron Tail. Luckily, we do have those X defense in, but
If it were to crit, this could have been potentially bad.
could have been, yeah. One Pokemon left, and it's ironically the Magmar that we see on sysasysa's side.
So you
And
beat
using
your
Surf.
opponent, literally.
Literally beat your opponent. Literally beat Sandslash and Magmar in that red fight. And that's time. At GG's in the chat, please.
Official time 3 hours 1 minute and 26 seconds.
So we'll get Rob the Gamer in here, and I have a few questions for him. Hey Rob, GG.
Gee,
That was very well played.
Oh man.
How do you feel about that race?
I felt like I could have lost any second. Because I had no idea where he was.
Oh, for sure. And
I was just hoping that, because some of the items were in really dumb locations, like Fog Badge on Erica and Strength on Route 4. So I was just in the back of my mind saying, don't go there, don't go there.
fair enough. Yeah, no, you had a bit of a lead. There's actually a slight mistake with the tracker earlier on, so that on sysasysa's side, but
Oh no, did he miss a check?
no, he
the
missed
exact
a
opposite.
tracker. He got the check. They didn't click Pokegear until later on. Until they did everything else.
Oh, so they got Pokegear but forgot that they had it.
Yeah.
Oh no!
And there wasn't.
So they were doing all the Kanto gyms without the. Oh no!
Early Misty, we saw everything before the Snorlax. Everything.
Oh, Nugget. Oh no!
There was a slight additional mistake, and apparently also clicked Zephyr Badge instead of Hive Badge, so mistook the ability for you being able to use Splash and Cut earlier.
Ooh, that
which
can be huge.
made a few
They
things
figured it out.
weird.
But that's what happened there. Now I have some questions for you and your game.
Yeah, sure.
So 71 max repels. Paint me a word picture why we need that many repels.
Alright, so I almost always use super repels. I had no idea how many I needed.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I didn't know what a normal amount of max repels is, because that's literally the first time I've ever done shopping at E4. So I'm not used to getting max repels. And when you get super repels, you do get like 61 or so.
Fair enough.
Was it overkill in hindsight? Yes. But I had the money for it, so you know.
Yeah, no, it was entertaining, and it gave us a good chuckle of like, all right, you're gonna buy some hyper potions, buy some max repel, and there's 71 of those.
No, in hindsight, that was one of the mistakes I made. Not specifically buying too many max repels, because that's not that big of a deal. Wish I bought full restore. I forgot to buy full restore.
And that happens. Yeah, no, it was overall a really close race at times. It was a good race. I had a question for you in regards to, I believe it was your side. I forget if it was you or Sites that you didn't enter the Pokemon Center a few times in a few cities.
That was probably me.
Yeah.
I took a couple of weird deaths.
There was that one reset where you got reset to the Poke Center on Route 32, which you then could somewhat turn into an
I turned that into a positive, so I ended up being able to get those Johto checks.
Yeah, kudos to thinking on the fly there, turning in that Kenya, and
I did the
just
cut
making
check
your
as
walk
well.
back.
Okay. Yeah, it was the 32 cut check, I think. Yeah, it made it a little better. I mean, I ended up getting nothing out of it, but the only other option in my mind was I knew I could... I know, because I was wrestling with either checking those items or soft resetting back into National Park, and then I would just have to grab cutting it.
Fair enough, yeah.
So I knew either way it wasn't going to be too big of a deal. But as soon as I died, I was like, oh, I didn't enter the Sentinel Goldenrod. Oh, where am I?
Yeah, there was some irony there where it's like, the T-Tar in Whitney's gym knocked you across Johto, and it was Whitney's gym that had Fly.
Yeah, so it would have been a great upside for the wipe to actually give you Fly. Instead, it was preventing you from getting Fly.
Yeah, unfortunate. I'm just glad I didn't even think about it like that until you just said it, but yeah. I'm just glad I went back for Whitney when I did. Because I knew we had early West Kanto access, like, stupid early West Kanto. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, I'm not touching a single thing in there until I have Fly. So I just completely ignored all of it. I mean, I got the Sand Slash. That was a no-brainer. And then I just started doing anything I could in Kanto until I got Fly. And then I don't even remember where I got Storm Badge now.
Storm Badge is on Whitney.
Right, Storm Badge was on Whitney. So I was biking back up from Janine. I was going through, not Celadon. Sabrina City, I'm blanking. Saffron. I was biking through Saffron, and I said, you know what, if I need to, it could be back there, it could be one of the 3 things I skipped. I need to go back and check now, because there's no other convenient time.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Was the best time to do it at that point, and yeah, got your Storm Badge, and then could go to all that West Kanto checks.
Yep.
Well, it looks like sysasysa is taking on E4 now.
Oh no.
Unfortunate. I mean, Route 4 is a brutal check.
It's honestly, I don't think it's as brutal as people give it credit. I think there's worse checks. There's only checks. 2 fights behind.
I agree. I agree with you. When I say brutal check, I would say it's in probably the bottom 10. The bottom 10
I put it in bottom 10, but not... I would do with 4u4. So, actually, I can tell you exactly what my thinking was, because I did not expect to get all 4 badges, boom, 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 like that. So, getting 2 in Tin Tower, and then the other 2 in Ruins of Elf, was not the plan.
Yeah.
It was
Oh, fair.
nice, but like, in my mind, I was looking at what I had. I was like, all right, next thing is Claire. Do Claire and Dragon's Den. Then I was gonna go Chuck. Then Flame Blue. Then Nugget Hedge. Then Eve.
Fair enough. Yeah. To be fair, sysasysa has E4 and Route 4. Those are the only 2 checks left remaining. They just chose the wrong one.
Route 4 ended up gatekeeping a lot of stuff because that gate kept strength. Oh, did they? They did. I'm trying to remember. Was Rainbow Wing behind strength?
No, they have Rainbow Wing.
Okay, so they already did Tin Tower.
What? They don't have Clear Bump, which is behind Strength.
Clear Bell's behind.
So you could get Rainbow Wing with Waterfall, but
Right,
didn't
Rainbow
need to.
Wing was back of Mortar,
But
and Clear Bell was Slowpoke Well. That's what it was.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
Right.
Slowpoke-
Now it's coming back to me. I was only living in the moment, so
yeah, Route 4 is gonna lock a few things. Basically,
yeah, that's what
Route-
it was. So it was Route 4 to Slowpoke Well to Tin Tower, basically.
to Tin
Ruins
Tower
of
to
all.
completion, pretty much.
Oh, okay, right. By the way, I have to say, for a split second, I thought that was the biggest Morty scam of all time. Because I get that card key and basement key. I'm like, alright, I guess we're doing Rocket Tower. And there's nothing in Rocket Tower except for a red scale. I'm like, are you kidding me? I was furious.
It could have been the ultimate scam.
I was like, if this red scale doesn't give me a badge, I'm going to never do Morty again in my life.
the thing is, though, you had no choice but to do Morty in this ROM, even if there was nothing in Rocket Tower, because with that card key on Morty, you do not get access to Tin Tower until you beat Morty.
True, that is another way of thinking about it. And that is actually the reason why I did Morty when I did, because at that point I had Rainbow Wing but not Clear Bell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay,
Nope.
I don't have any reason to do Rocket Tower at all. I'm not going to do False Director, and that's it, unless that's literally my only thing.
Yeah.
Fine, we'll do Morty, because maybe Morty gives Clear Bell. I've had that happen before, so...
So with Morty blocking off Radio Tower, and Morty or Radio Tower being required for Tin Tower, does that mean Morty locked behind 5 badges?
Morty blocked a lot of stuff, I guess I can say.
Yeah.
Because I know there was a while where I was thinking this is going to be a really long ROM. Because I got into Tin Tower, I really only have, like, I don't know, 20 to 30 checks left total. And I'm missing 4 badges.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I'm like, well, there's no way they're all going to be in Tin Tower and Ruins of Alph. That would be way too easy. It's going to be 1 in E4, 1 in Nugget Hedge, 1 in Claire, 1 on Blue. It's going to be something stupid like that. And then boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
was like,
no, it was...
set.
It was pretty rapid fire of all those badges back to back. I was hoping for a Claire play earlier on, but
There were too many other checks. Claire was definitely the next thing I was going to do.
oh yeah, no,
I'm
I
also-
agree not doing it.
I'm also really glad that I bailed on Nugget Hedge when I did.
Yeah, I saw that.
Because my original plan was to go Route 4 into Nugget Hedge. So I got Strength on Route 4, and then for a little bit I'm like, alright, we'll go do Nugget Hedge. And as I'm doing that first fight, I'm looking over the tracker again, and I'm like, oh yeah, I have all of Ice Path and Blackthorn and... Yeah, there's a lot... Actually, why am I here?
Fair enough.
So I did that one fight, and then I was like, I'm bailing. This is dumb.
Yeah, I was a bit afraid because it's just so much checks that went or that you opened up with strength, and it's really just that 3 checks over there on Nugget Edge which are slow, which
I got really lucky with the check size skip. Because I could have just as easily done C. Edwin as soon as I got strength. I could have just as easily done Claire. Could have just as easily done Blaine and Blue. Nugget Hedge. Like, I reached a point where I had a list in my head of the order I was doing checks in. And I wasn't gonna second guess myself because it was just random. It was like, whatever, I have every key item. It could be anywhere.
Yep. And, with that, so you lost your first match, but with this win, you at least guarantee a spot in a tiebreaker match. If, sysasysa, beats the Montebank, I believe, which is coming up.
Yep.
Yeah.
It should be tomorrow, that race, actually.
Yeah, they're doing that tomorrow, I know.
Otherwise, so that's the worst case scenario. Best case scenario for you is, Montebank wins, gets first place. You move on with that, but you great performance in your 2 races. A few blunders, but you made it work.
Mistakes. Way less optionals than my first match, I'll say.
Well, there you go. Hey, that's what we're here for. We're here to
I think I went from like 14 optionals to like 4. Including one optional. Who was it? There was an optional I hit that I'd never hit before. Oh, it was exiting the cave on Route 4. I've never hit that optional in my life. I completely forgot that there was a trainer there.
It's a very forgettable trainer.
I was like, oh, there's a trainer here. Well, good thing we only have one Pokemon.
Yeah, there's that one, the one just north, the schoolboy just north of Palatown. That's...
Yeah. At that point, that was me. All of a sudden, I had a rush of emotions. Because I went from needing 4 badges and saying, oh, I could 50-50 win, lose, I don't know. To, I have all the badges. We gotta move! Every second counts!
Yep.
And I'm really annoyed about not getting the sub 3, because that would have been my first sub 3.
Fair enough.
But that Almastar was not being nice to me.
No.
Yeah. To be fair, your moveset on the Sand Slash also wasn't really that... it was okay, but it wasn't great.
It was runnable, but I didn't see any better TMs. If there was, then I missed them, but...
Well, there was a stab dig TM, but that was at the end of Nugget Hedge Maze, which you never got.
Alright, well then yeah, I wasn't gonna do that.
Yeah,
if I got dig, I probably would have taught it, but... Yeah, no, I wasn't gonna... never got dig, so...
Yeah, but I don't think there was really any better moves. You had the chance to upgrade your Swift to a Double Edge for the time before you found Strength.
I probably wouldn't have, though, because the nice thing about Swift in this situation was about 75% of the fights was easy one-shotting because I'm 30 levels above everything. Swift was just a guarantee hit, and it was a guaranteed kill on a lot of the things in game. In my mind, I knew as soon as I got Strength, I would teach it over Swift, but I probably would not have taught Double Edge over Swift.
Fair enough.
That about the only thing I really saw as an upgrade here. We didn't see really much else great physical moves. I mean, they get...
Where are my Slash stats? Let's see here.
I guess we had that Hydro Pump.
7 attack, 5 special, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Good speed, though. And good HP. I'll take it.
I mean, your Sand Slash was female, so we knew it wasn't the greatest physical attack.
Actually, it was the best attack for a female, so...
It's the strongest female Sand Slash.
Yeah, I'll take it. One other question. What was the middle starter?
It was Hitmonlee. You ignored Hitmonlee.
Okay. The thing is that the very first item we got is Headbutt. So in my mind, I'm like, it doesn't matter what starter I take. I'm headbutting in main starter. So, I look at the first ball, I see Ditto, I'm like, get my rival to Ditto, I'll just do whatever. And only in hindsight was I like, I wonder if that starter was a Mewtwo.
Yeah, it could have been... It did catch me off guard, but I mean, it made sense with headbutt. Oh, there's strength for.
Oh my god.
Sysasysa.
That beginning was so scuffed.
Yeah.
Teaching a starter headbutt. I headbutt, I die a couple times. I soft reset like 20 times, I felt like. Catch something. The thing I catch, not a good main. Somehow had Rock Smash, so I Rock Smash. The main thing in Rock Smashing is Sunkern, which I'm not gonna run. Find a Totodile, I'm like, whatever, I'll work it, I'll figure it out. And then immediately get past, I'm like, why did I just waste all that time?
Fair enough. Speaking of, so Totodile, it didn't evolve it.
So, I knew I was, when I got to the point where I was gonna evolve, I knew I was main swapping to the level 50.
You didn't have Pokegear at the time.
Oh, no, sorry. At that point, I knew I was main swapping to a level 30-something on Cycling Ground.
Oh, okay.
So, in my mind, I'm like, how many more levels is this Totodile gonna gain? Like, 2, maybe 3? What's faster? Holding B to cancel 3 evolutions, or just letting it evolve? Because, honestly, the situation I'm in, I'm 10 levels higher than everything. The boost from Crocodile might not make that much of a difference.
If it's more than once, because you have to hear the cry anyways, it's, I think anything more than one, it's faster to just let it evolve.
Okay, I'll try to keep that in mind for future.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the main thing. I knew I was main swapping, so it didn't matter to me.
That's what I thought it was, but I just want to clarify, it's like maybe Totodile was your favorite Pokemon or something.
No, actually, the favorite Pokemon that I've seen so far was the Ditto that I gave the rival.
Fair enough.
But I wasn't gonna try to run a Ditto.
Yeah. Fair enough. With that, we have 4 other races happening today. There's actually one happening over on SpeedGaming 4 right now with Snorms versus Rousnor. So hopefully, if you are looking forward to watching the tournament progress even further, there's plenty of Pokemon content to that's going to happen all day today.
Specifically, there will be a follow-up match on this very channel in about 1.5 hours, or even half an hour. I am not sure with my current time zone conversions. Daylight saving time is weird.
Let me go check that out for you. That is...
I know there's a match in half an hour. I don't know what channel it's on.
On this channel, there is one in half an hour.
Okay.
And that will be Diego Armando, 18792 versus Oru Sora IHC. And that will be the Oru's last chance for a tiebreaker match. Diego has 1 win, Oru has 1 loss, and if Oru wins, it'll be a tiebreaker. If not, Diego will move on in first place for Group C.
I'm trying to think. Oh, the other thing that I was kicking myself. I almost skipped Azalea. And in hindsight, I wish I did, but I mean, you know.
In hindsight, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hindsight's a lot of this, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
It's easy to say anything in hindsight.
It could have been part Fly, it could have been your Pokegear, which you at that point probably wanted to have with radio card and expansion card already found.
I could not believe how... Because we got radio card, I'm like, oh, okay, that's a start. Then expansion card, I'm like, this isn't happening. And I saw Pokegear, I was like, are you kidding me? Alright.
Yep, no, that was...
Guess, this level 50 better be something runnable. And, you know, I prefer special mains, but, you know, the sand slash worked.
Yeah, it did the job. You got it a level 50 before the 50-minute mark. Yeah, you're probably running that for a bit.
Yeah. Oh, this is the other thing that ticked me off, alright?
Go ahead.
So, there was a moment where I could choose between Whirl Islands and Rocket Hideout.
Yeah,
Silverwing.
we spoke about
And
that.
in my mind, I'm like, I should do Whirl Islands first. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, or I do Rocket Hideout in case Silverwing is there. I'm like, it's not gonna be there.
Yeah, what are
So
the
I
odds
do
of
all of
that?
Whirl Islands. So I do all of Whirl Islands. And then I see the Silverwing, I'm like, are you kidding me? I could have main swap possibly.
Do you want
Do you
to
know what the
it is?
Lugia was?
Yes, because Sysasysa caught it, and it was a Magnemite. A level 60 Magnemite.
Oh, there would have been your special
I
main.
don't think I've seen a single electric TM.
No.
I mean, fair. But
No.
Well, technically there was Thunder Wave, which I believe is electric as a
Yeah,
type.
great, sure.
yeah, you could have had Stab Thunder Wave.
Oh boy, how helpful.
1.5 times power.
You know, I probably would have continued maining the Sand Slash in that situation, but I definitely would have caught it and had it as a backup in case I needed it.
Fair enough. Yeah, I was curious if you were going to go back for it. It would be a bit of a waste of time, but...
The only reason I would have gone back for it is if I was on red and struggling bad. And even then, I was prepared to just start catching things in red's room. That's pretty much the entire reason I bought Sweet Scent, so...
Fair enough. So... Let's see, what are they gonna do? Alright, sysasysa. Just finishing up Route 45.
So, what they need to do is... Honestly, because Ice Path on Route 45 had nothing, I think.
Yeah, it had nothing. That we were making
Absolutely
the...
nothing.
we were making the possibility that, had Strength had nothing, there's a chance, a very slim but possible chance, that, Clearbell was somewhere else, like, let's say, Route 4,
Mm-hmm.
and, Strength would have been, not required. With all the strength checks you did at the beginning, the only strength check that mattered was Slowpoke Well, which Sysasysa's here, gonna get their Clearbell.
No, because Ho-Oh Chamber was behind, one of
Ho-Oh
the...
Chamber is Waterstone Chamber. You're right.
Yeah,
but,
Waterstone Chamber is
yeah.
behind Strength, and then at the last badge.
All right, so, but there was a chance that it could have been E4 Blaine Blue.
Oh yeah,
at
I was
point.
starting to think that Strength might not pop up at all.
Yeah, no, there was a possibility for a bit there.
Oh,
Especially when you did strength checks and nothing happened. It's like, oh.
I beat Morty. Here's another thing. I beat Morty, and I'm saying to myself, I'm like, all right, Morty, I need you to give me either the Clearbell or Strength. And just as I'm finishing up the fight, I'm like, I guess Card Key works too. And then I see Card Key, I'm like, all right, well, I'm not gonna use that until I get Basement Key. And then that pops up. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Oh.
I'm like, well, that's a sign.
We did contemplate even after all this stuff you did with, when you found strength and you did find nothing. Until you found the Clearbell, there was really that option. But as soon as you found the Clearbell,
Strength had to be
swing
required
then,
at that point.
yeah, reminded me that strength had to be required at the point because we were still missing 4 badges and there were just 3 checks left that we didn't see. It could have been something else.
Yep.
Yeah, I think by the time I got Clearbell, the only things No, wait, no. Because I had strength.
So we didn't see Blue, E4, or Blaine at that point. Those are the only
Right,
two
but
we
I
didn't
also hadn't done Chuck, I hadn't done Claire.
Chuck is strength though.
know. We're talking about non-strength required checks.
Oh, I thought you were talking about non-clear bell Chuck, sorry.
No, we were debating about the if strength really were necessary. That was.
Yeah, because I guess from your point of view, those are the only things left. Yeah, because in my mind, I still had Nugget Hedge, and then I was gonna do Blaine Blue and then E4. That's what it was.
Yep, and yeah, it was just one of those things of like, if strength wasn't required, that would have been a huge time sink that sysasysa may not have done if they put off Route 4, which they did till after E4. If strength wasn't required, then and you committed to Chuck, Claire, all these strength block checks, it would have been a big investment. Like, it would have been the optimal play, correct? But it could have been it could have cost you.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I had no idea if I was an hour ahead, an hour behind, or what.
Oh,
because especially my first match, I thought I was pretty on pace with Montbank. But he finished, and I still had like 3 badges to go, and I was like, oh. So after that match, I was like, alright, I'm not gonna assume anything anymore.
I mean, to be fair, Montbank is probably one of the strongest participants.
Anything can happen, though.
Yeah. I was thinking, because for that race, I had done a check that I didn't think he would have done or something. But he pretty much ended up bolt clearing before I finished, so...
Yeah. The only thing that they're not gonna do is Claire. That's the only check that they're not doing.
Who, Montbank?
Oh, sorry. No, sysasysa in this race.
Oh, are they in go mode now?
They're climbing the tower. Just picked up the boulder badge.
Yeah, which I already marked.
They also
Which
have
was
soul
it?
badge.
Soul Badge was the first one.
Soul
Yeah.
badge.
Oh, and
then
then
it goes Rainbow
Boulder.
then Thunder.
Yeah, and then Rainbow then Thunder, yeah.
Yeah, which was kind of funny because both Hoe Chamber and Waterstone Chamber had a potion at the bottom left and then a badge at the top left. Check.
I'm just glad I ended up doing both chambers together, because after Slowpoke Well, I almost did the Waterstone Chamber, but then I was like, oh, Rob, do Tin Tower now, and then I can do both chambers together.
That is the right play.
Yeah.
There's a very slim chance that you're gonna find the remaining 3-4 badges in a chamber. I mean, you could, but...
Oh, yeah. Plus, getting the, doing the chambers doesn't really require any fights, so...
there's the one in front of Hollow Chamber.
Yeah, but I mean, that's a quick one, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part, I'm pretty happy with how I played that off.
I'm glad to hear it.
Couple of silly mistakes, but nothing,
You made it work in
nothing
the end.
yeah.
Just climbing the tower and getting all the checks. Almost a go mode.
As long as they go, for
I can't imagine that they would go. They may go for Burn Tower, but I can't imagine they wouldn't go for Elf. With those 8 checks there.
yeah.
I mean, you could maybe do Chuck or
They've already
Fryer.
done. They've done every check besides Claire.
okay, yeah. Nah, and you do Chambers. It's 8 items versus 5 that are faster to get than those 5.
Yeah. It's 8 fast items versus 5 slower ones. So.
Yeah. So it's probably going to be Burn Tower into Chambers or Chambers into Tower.
Yeah.
Actually, no, just Chambers if they're doing Chambers first. But...
Yeah, if you're missing 2 badges, you do the Chambers first.
Yeah, I mean, Burn Tower.
Burn Tower's there.
Okay, it's the fastest check out of all of them.
Right, but if you're missing 2 badges, then obviously you're not going to get both in one chunk. So.
Well,
But
if one could be a badge.
Right. So what I would, in my mind, what I would do is probably do the 2 Chambers, and then if you're missing 1 badge, then do Tower.
Yeah,
Probably do Tower after the
if you
chamber.
find the chamber in the tower and then find the second badge in the first chamber, you never need to do the second chamber. So
Yeah, you can
I
skip the
guess.
chamber.
I mean,
It makes no difference in the end.
yeah,
yeah, I mean, yeah.
the tower is just so fast. You are not really spending too much time on it.
Yeah, it's not an investment at all, and you never have to go back to equity again. Alright. Second last fight of the game.
They're running the Sand Slash 2, or are they running the Magna?
Magmar.
There was the problem. If you remember, Sysasysa had the problem that they did not know they had the Pokegear, so never had the chance to, or couldn't catch the Sand Slash, or didn't think they could, so had to switch to a cycling rope main, where they found a Magma. Oh well. So.
Yep.
And then they kept that. Oh!
Well, by the time that they found the Sand Slash, that's go mode. By the time they found the Sand Slash, they were basically level 40 some.
44.
Like 44 or something. That it's like there's no point to switch to the Sand Slash. Magmar's a good Pokemon and has special and.
It's okay for me to go on their stream, right?
Yeah, no, you've already won.
So Magma is the overall better Pokemon to run. It had already a bit of static XP going to it, and with Surf, Spark, and Earthquake at that point, it had.
Yeah, no, I mean in that situation, that makes sense. I love running that ball.
Magmar is a pretty solid Pokemon.
And then there was somewhere a Fire Punch TM. So yeah.
Nice. Then yeah, that works.
There's the potion.
Super Rod.
Oh, Super Rod. Okay.
King's Rock and Thunder
Badge.
Yep.
Okay. Going for a final bit of shopping. Yep. Take a heal while you're here.
Why not?
Yeah, Magma, while decent Pokemon, not the sturdiest.
But what did the Omastar really have? It had Dragon Breath, Double Kick.
Yeah, you don't know that you're getting to set up on Omastar that basically has not too great moves.
Yeah.
Did we see all 4 moves? trying to remember. We did see Dragon Breath and Double Kick a bunch.
Yeah,
Dragon Breath and Double Kick's pretty much all it was using on me.
yeah, it was running. By the time it was finished, it's probably running lower out of Dragon Breath. But besides that, there's. Yeah, but I'll never say no to.
Oh, did they also hatch the egg?
Yes, the Charizard.
Yeah. I totally forgot to deposit the egg. Whoops.
Oh wait, no. They caught a Charizard.
Oh, well, I hatched them by accident.
So,
Confused.
was not really going for much headbutt Pokemon, if at all. I'm not sure. I think they tried 1 or 2 times, but didn't went with the Pokemon and instead just ran Charizard.
I think he saw the Nidoran male.
Right.
And it's like, at that point, Charizard's better, even at level 10.
Yeah. So, also never had the chance to check Rock Smash Pokemon and then ran with the Charizard, which had Thunder Punch, so decent.
So they found a Charizard on Headbutt on what, 30?
No, they just ran a natural Charizard from the grass.
Did they not look for Headbutt, folks?
They did look, but just found a Nidoran, which was not usable at all, and said whatever Charizard will do.
Alright. Well, let's hope that for sysasysa's sake, I hope the Amistar does not have a water move. Actually, if it did, I would have certainly used it on Sandslash.
Yeah, water, it would have a water move. The worst that could happen would probably ground type move, because a Magma's special defense is not too bad, but it has not the greatest defense, so if you want to hurt a Magma, ground type moves are probably the best way to do it.
Let's see what we got.
And I think it would still use something like Earthquake or even Dig on Sandslash, so there shouldn't be anything. Well, I don't think that Drag Candy was meant to go on that only.
Probably not. Giving Red a chance, that's what we're doing here.
So yeah, this shouldn't be too terrible. And with Spark, and even Razor Leaf.
Razor Leaf will just one-shot it. Ancient
It has Ancient Power. Oh, that is bad, but it luckily has only 5 PP, and if they don't get the boost...
That Exifan coming in clutch. Quick Hyper Potion. Or Full Restore.
Yeah.
As long as we don't get a boost here. 2 more of those. Or a crit.
Or just
1 Razor Leaf. Get this off the
remove
screen.
it. It does live though. It's not a stab Razor Leaf. Razor Leaf is not the strongest move, and if it does not crit...
It has 1 in 4 chance of crit, which is nice.
And Red burned through the full resource there, so almost last score.
But now we got set up on this Gyarados, but we have Spark, which is
that gets
effective.
Spark. Yeah. Okay, healing on the Gyarados, it can be scary, but Fury Cutter is okay. If it does continue to use Fury Cutter, it might be able to set up on
Mega Kick.
True, and that can be bad.
You know what's really funny that I just realized?
What's that?
So I ran a Sandslash. They ran a Magmar.
Yeah.
Red has both Sandslash and Magmar.
Yeah.
Yep.
We definitely made point of that.
Okay.
Okay. You gotta go now. Actually, no. There is a cap on Fury Cutter at least, so it doesn't go infinitely.
I want to say though, we know the Gyarados has Mega Kick. Why does it use Fury Cutter onto a fire Pokemon? Repeatedly.
That's a good question. There's the Spider-Man meme 2.0.
So there's
And Fire
Oh.
Punch for another quadruple effect. This Magmar was stacked. This was an easy red fight here.
What was the last?
Lady-
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a Fire Punch. That's gone.
I guess he could have even sparked that.
Yep. And with an official time of 3:45:04, Sysasysa's yep. Sysasysa's done.
GG.
GG. We are gonna try to get them in here and for a couple quick questions, but we will have to keep things short as there's another race in 13 minutes.
Yep.
So if you like Pokemon speedruns, if you like this style of race, there's another race coming right up. There's Sysasysa. Welcome and GG's.
GG. Hi.
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 Hey.
So that was a run.
That was indeed a ROM. That was a, besides Claire, nearly 100% ROM for you.
I mean, at that point I might have done it because just to have it done. Like at 45 minutes in, when I had both parts of fly, I was thinking, well, this might not take that long. And 3 hours later, I was finally standing in front of red.
Yep. So, question for you. So how was figuring out the Pokegear there? Seemed like
Well, I didn't mark it, and then when I ran out of checks, I was starting to check all of the places in the map that I knew I might have not marked or I might have missed, and started going through the map one by one, checking what I have checked off, and then I opened my menu and noticed the Pokegear was there. And yeah, I
enough.
marked it, and then the whole map lit up.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Also, when I entered the rock tunnel for the first time and couldn't use flash, I was wondering why that was happening, and then I checked my badges and I noticed I mismarked Zephyr instead of Hive.
Yeah.
That was a thing.
Yeah, that was had your stream up as well, and yeah, that was at least it could be worse. At least you picked up the item and you just had to figure it out, as opposed to missing a check. So it wasn't too much of time loss. You did 100% everything before the Snorlax, which was a little unfortunate, but you figured it out in the end. But yeah, GG's. We do have to cut this interview a little bit shorter. Just because we have another race starting in 10 minutes. But is there anything you want to talk about, or how do you feel about the ROM in general?
Well, if I didn't mismark things, the ROM wouldn't be as evil as I thought it was. And definitely rocks were my nightmares. Like getting hard locked in in Slowpoke Well by the Magnemite. I just had to run and went to Kanto and found the Magmar, and that had some moves, but I was hard-walled by grass types again.
Yeah.
It was a thing.
Fair
Hopefully
enough.
I will learn from this, and tomorrow I will do better.
Yep. You
Hopefully.
have hope. Yeah. No. Fingers crossed. You face Montebank tomorrow, and if you win, you secure yourself a tiebreaker match. Otherwise, there's still plenty of pickup matches you can play in the community, and everyone, be sure to give our runners a follow. I've been Wingage. Also here has been Raylan Tanker and Rob the Gamer. It's been a pleasure to commentate with you guys, and I think we'll probably call this one here, unless someone else has anything else to say.
Just GG's and congrats to Rob for winning this.
Thanks. GG on finishing.
Yeah, thanks. And thanks, Vinx, for commentating.
Yeah, thanks guys for commentating.
Of
Can't wait to
course, it was a
rewatch it.
pleasure. It was a very interesting race, and Morty is not a scam.
Marty was definitely not a scam.
Yeah,
All right.
well, this
All right.
time.
All right. With that, I'm gonna sign off, and we will get ready for the next race coming up right away.
Just grab a drink and then stay right here. Coming up in 5 minutes or so. Enjoy the race.